Alongside some beast. I got Loony, Censor, and Slasher. This is number 9.
What up?
We're 9 episodes in, bro. I've been grinding.
You've been grinding it.
Since we started it, bro, like on Skype, just chilling.
I feel like these two have been on a lot of them, like majority
Fourth?
of
This
them.
is our third or fourth.
I think this is your third and your fourth. You were on one without Dan, I think.
And
Yeah, maybe.
This is my
I don't
second.
remember.
I was on the first and second.
Much love,
I'm
bro.
Sure, I know that.
My boy Doug.
Yeah,
Fresh
I
out
mean-
the gym.
And Austin, too. He just traded some shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad Doug's on. I appreciate you coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, I was going to have you and JCap, and then JCap backed out last minute. I wanted to get like the original cast, but it's all good. But I'm super excited for this episode, man. How's it feel to be in Columbus for you guys? Coming back, your first time in the Pro League. I know you wanted to be in the first one. Things didn't go your way a little bit.
It's sick. I love it here. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. I love it here, guys. We got a beautiful view of the fountain. I got Ricky, who's undeniably the best roommate of all time.
Wait.
You know why?
No, he's not.
I got two reasons for that. One, Rick doesn't really speak that much. So he's
Okay.
always minding his business. He doesn't try to wake you up in the morning. He doesn't ask you to do much, but it's okay. He's so clean. Like, the dude always cleans up after himself. We go grocery shopping. He runs inside. He takes everything out of the groceries. He puts the bags away, puts everything in the cabinets, lights a candle.
That's a good roommate.
It's nice. It's good vibes. So I got a great roommate. I got a great room. Everything is clean. I'm really excited to be playing in the league. We lost our first match to these two guys today. They're the best team in the game right now. So we have a lot to learn, but we still have a long season ahead of us. It's only the first game. So I'm really excited to just continue grinding and get better.
Yeah, we'll touch on that match in a little bit, but one thing I do remember you saying is that they are your toughest matchup online in scrims, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So I do have some high hopes for you guys. Well, for you two, how's it being in Columbus back after just chilling at home, kind of just scrimming, being a little bored? How's it feel to be back gaming?
I'm actually glad to be back now that the weather's good.
Oh, yeah.
Stage 1 weather, it was raining, snowing, stuff like that. But now that it's nice sunny out, nice summer weather, it's Columbus ain't bad. I mean,
Not at all.
food options, we're all here. Apartments are pretty dope.
Why do people
Now we're
complain?
closer. I don't have to go through 30 speed bumps to get all the way to the back, so it's chill.
Why do people complain about Columbus?
I don't know. I
We
feel like
talked about this, dude. It's just because you
I
don't
have
have,
my
your
theory.
own PC, don't have your 3
I
monitor,
feel like you got
2
everything you
monitor
need though.
setup.
Like I don't really need my own PC. Like I'm just playing COD when I'm here. I'm not trying to play like Fortnite or any other games. I'm just trying to play COD.
It's
We got our
kinda
own
nice,
bathroom.
though.
We got our own. We got a dope gym. We got our own bathroom. We got plenty
got
of
a
space.
mall
You got a
right
mall.
next to us.
Movies.
Downtown,
Everything you need.
Kicking it with the bros.
competitive Call of Duty, a
like,
bunch of
get
friends.
to play on LAN.
Yeah.
Finally.
He was screaming that today in the match.
I think
LAN.
the biggest thing might be some players not being able to see like their family or their girlfriend, stuff like that. But other than that, like the area is totally fine.
Even
so,
that though, it's 10 days. Like it's not that long.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's a business trip.
Yeah,
Like,
this
at
is
the
our
end of the day, it's a
this is
business
our
trip.
job. Like we
Yeah.
do this full. How much Call of Duty do you play a day, Austin?
Probably at least 8 hours.
How much do you
So
play a day,
I'm
Lee?
on the game
Probably like 8 to 10.
eight
And you're
hours.
thinking about it nonstop, right?
Yeah,
This is what we get
100%.
paid to do. So this is all work. It's
Yeah.
not supposed
Yeah.
to be fun, and it is
Exactly.
fun.
Yeah,
but
for
it's
sure.
it's our work.
in terms of actual jobs, this is about as fun as it
It's
gets.
fun as yeah, 100%.
Like you're in
it
Columbus,
can't get much better than this.
living for free to play Call of Duty, like in a pretty dope area with a bunch of your friends that we grew up playing alongside. So,
Sure.
but yeah, I kind of want to talk about complexity a little bit to start off. I know that this is a team with like Dashy and Blast, kind of new players. Like, how is it to team with like young players? I know because I've done it before. I want to know how it feels for you because this is one of your first times teaming with like rookies almost.
So how long you been playing COD for Nameless? Like since Blops 1, we've been competing at
He's been
events.
playing since COD
I've been
too.
Like
playing
that
for
was
a
like the
while.
first time we went to LANs, right?
Mhm.
How old were you back then? 16?
Yeah, we were 16, 17.
Okay,
dude.
I don't feel like we were as bad as like what the new generation is, dude. Like our teammates are 19 years old, Dashy and Blast.
Well, hold on. I'll say one thing. We were all that age though, and we were playing against Rambo, who's pretty much a glitch because he was like he was like 24 and we were 16, and he just like
He
had a
knew the
developed
game.
mind, and I didn't even know what rapping back meant.
The younger players now are also spoiled. Like I can't talk to it as much as you guys can, but back then playing for like $2,000 or something like that was crazy to me. Like when I got $3,000,
Bro.
I was mind blown. Like I was like, oh my god, I just cashed out. Like I was
Same.
telling my friends, like, bro,
Whoa.
I'm rich now, and like now they're $3,000. That's half a month's salary. Some people like it's ridiculous now. I
Bro,
think the younger kids are
3,000
just
was
spoiled.
cash.
Well, seeing that Twitter that's tweeting out like LAN event wins and stuff, they tweeted out Liar and he made like 15 grand. I'm
I
like,
know.
Yeah, and he played a
bro,
while, like,
you make that off a dub nowadays. Like,
He was a
seeing all the
beast for like
OG
3
yeah.
years, and he made 15 grand. It's like, bro, we used to grind for a penny back in the day.
Yeah.
That was tough,
Eights
dude.
were all free. Now you can't get anyone to play for under $20. Like
I won the biggest event in 2011 at the time, and I made 12,500.
That was absurd.
That was insane.
You were on top of the world.
I put all the money to
That was
college.
50K?
Yeah, it was 50K
I remember
for
that.
first. It was the biggest event by far. And now, just going back to your original question, teaming with your younger teammates, they got a lot of raw talent. They really do. They just got to be able to harness it and be able to learn and listen. And I think they'll be okay. And I'm speaking for all the young players out there, even your teammate Tej. I just think it's all about who you surround yourself with as you're growing up. But
I've got
it is
news for
crazy to me
you.
'cause
You
also
are
I
mine
won an
now.
event
You
back in
belong to me.
2014. We made $5,000 each for first. Now salaries are like usually 5 to even more.
Mike, closer.
Hello. Am I good?
You're good.
Salaries now are crazy. So I just think that the younger players, and I'm speaking to my teammates and also the other players in the league and anyone out there who's aspiring to be a competitive player, like this is a privilege, and you need to make that,
Yeah, don't take it for
a thing in
granted.
your head.
It's definitely something that you can't take for granted. Like if you take it for granted, like it'll be gone in a second.
Yeah.
And like also like if you don't perform, like you're weeded out of the community like quick, especially at the pro scene. Like if you're not at the top level, you're like an up and coming player. When you break it in, it's hard to stay like relevant.
Yeah, you never know how long you're gonna be on top when you are on top. Like
Yeah.
you could wake up next year and not be that good at the game, or your team not works or it doesn't work well together. You have to find new teammates. Like you just can't take it for granted.
Yeah, not at all. So that's going to move me into the next topic. Let's talk about the updates before events. I know there was an update released right before this event. It didn't change too much. It kind of just changed airborne, and it made airborne like a little bit faster. It's like I think it said 4% to 7%, so it's as fast as base energetic, and then it reaches 10% over time. What do you guys think about that? And I'm going to turn the volume up real quick.
For me, it's just, I think as COD players, we have adapted to updates before events. It's happened since, I think, back in Black Ops 2. The very first event had an update when the MSMC.
Have we played the
Changed.
same game at any event this year?
This year,
Besides for playoffs in Birmingham?
Playoffs, no.
That's the only game that we played the same. So, yeah, I think we're used to it by now.
For
I was
sure.
kind of shocked about the airborne update today. I planned on using airborne today in my match, and then when they said that it got buffed, I tried it again. I used my break off on Gibraltar using it, but I felt like I was getting stunned so much that I put armored back on and I felt fine. So
Yeah,
I don't
for
think
sure.
it's that big of a change at all. I think it maybe impacts breakoffs, little timings here and there, S&D sometimes, but other than that, I don't think it really does much.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to clutch up and win your gunfights. No matter if you're going to be getting there a second faster or a second later, sometimes being
Yeah.
delayed helps you. You don't always have to be super, super quick. So
Okay,
yeah.
volume
And
should be a little bit
also,
louder.
The opponent has 8 tacticals or utility ready to
you're
use.
running
so
airborne, you're getting stunned or naded.
You have to hold one of them.
Did
so
you guys see Clay's tweet?
I did not.
What do you say?
So he tweeted that it changed break-off timings, so it affected their game today, where people were getting to places faster than usual, and they were not expecting that at all. And then he saw the tweet afterwards, and he replied, Mud Dog tweeted, he said, like, the update, and
Yeah.
Clay was like, well, that's the reason everybody was getting to places so quick today.
No, for sure.
So, I mean, that's kind of unfortunate, I
mean,
guess, but
I guess it impacted the breakoff maybe, but did they lose the game solely because of the breakoff? You tell me they didn't have any other
well,
mistakes?
no, he
or
said timings, like timings to a cup probably were different.
It can
You
change
get used
everything.
to
I
it.
didn't
Hold on,
notice
let me
a
see
thing
if
different
Clay
at all
was
in
the
our
DM.
match
Did
or
they-
the Unilab match. It felt normal to me.
Well, you guys won the break-off against us on Gibraltar, and I used airborne, and so did Blast. So we went faster 2-hour
Nah,
spots.
didn't you guys go? You guys went up like 50.
Clay was
Did we?
CDM,
I think
yeah.
you won the
CDM.
break-off, though, didn't you?
Oh.
Maybe won the initial, but I think
So that's
you-
sort of
you
his
started
fault
up a
then.
little bit.
Yeah. He
But
was the
didn't-
DM that let us know that airborne changed.
But
so.
didn't we know that airborne changed? Like, I knew airborne changed before I played in my match today. Like,
yeah, they
that's what I'm
DM'd
saying.
We
the
did
pro
too.
chat is what
Yeah.
Danny said. I'm not in there, so I don't know. But he should have checked it. If he didn't check that, I mean, I guess it's
That's
their
all.
you
fault.
got to stay on top of everything because there's
Oh,
so
yeah,
many.
dude.
Like,
As soon as I heard patch or update and bar buffed and bar this,
I saw
and bar
Scraps. That was the
that,
first thing I
yeah.
saw was Scraps tweeting out a video.
Definitely.
You have to stay on top of everything because I swear, like, the smallest thing could go wrong for you, especially in Call of Duty. You just need to make sure you're always paying attention to every little thing.
Yeah, little details affect the game tremendously, especially in a game like this where like one gunfight can change the entire map.
Yeah, that's probably what they felt like. Yo, I didn't expect him to be at this heady right away. Or
Yeah.
Stuff like
Did you
that.
guys see a lot of people running airborne today? Because usually, like in Division A, we didn't see much airborne at all. I think I saw a couple of you guys. You were running it today, right?
I was running online. I
Yeah.
mean, I had already run it online. I was surprised that Division A teams were running. I was like, I guess they haven't caught on or something, just because they had to go right away and they weren't experimenting. But online, I was already running airborne as soon as they removed the gunslinger aspect of it.
Division A was weird. They didn't run airborne, and they barely ran the bar. Like after the first couple of matches, there was like no bar.
Wait,
do you
why?
think that was?
We did notice that. I did notice that too.
You
On, like
only
dogs,
EG,
they were running
right?
like
Only EG looked like the team that was running it consistently.
Yeah, so like FaZe didn't run it. I actually spoke with Replays, and he said it's just not as consistent. They pulled it out at times, but
Well,
then
they also changed their flex, so Dylan probably is not comfortable with a bar. He's probably
That's
more
true.
comfortable with an STG.
yeah, that's true. It's like a
probably
laser
running
beam,
that.
so it's a lot
Yeah,
easier to just pick up
exactly.
an STG and run around
I feel
with
like
it.
the
but-
bar is still as good as it always was, though.
Yeah,
Especially on
Oh,
like Val
100%.
Card Point or Docs S&D. If you go on B bomb on defense and just pray him in front of you, like TJ did that to us, and I used to do that on Lightning Pandas in Birmingham. You don't die there.
yeah.
Like you gotta double nade him off that and hit a good shot when you straight for corner.
You think it's the long barrel thing, like how
I
people
don't.
aren't running?
No.
it? Oh no.
Well, yeah, I think people aren't running it because of the long barrel, but I don't think it makes that big of a
I
difference.
noticed in the long barrel. I'll be honest. In our match today, or Unilad match actually, I should have had a kill, but the long barrel, I shot him 3 times and stopped shooting at him, and it was like a medium range gunfight, but he was like just outside of the range of the 3-bullet kill,
Yeah.
and I didn't kill him because of that. And I ran the SCG more probably now because there's no long barrel on the bar. It's still really good, but it's not. It definitely is not as good.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like already in this division, I've seen more bar gameplay than I did like in Division A at all. I think the only player that was running it consistently was Facento, but like I
Yeah.
saw Cap pull it out today. He had like a really bad map. It was London Docks. Like he started like
Yeah.
12 and 20, so he like put it away, and then I don't think anybody else really. I don't think I saw anybody else running it. I think the
Like
Mindfreak match.
EG.
Yeah.
Oh, today?
Yeah, today.
Didn't
I think someone.
who did Optic play today? Unilad.
Yeah, Optic
Didn't they use it
Shawnee.
on-
Shawnee was
Oh,
using
Shawnee
the
was
bar.
on
He
Valve,
was
didn't
using
they?
it all day. He was
He
using
used
the
it
Gibraltar.
on Jibby. Yeah, he
Yeah,
used it on
I was
Jibby against
mind
us
blown.
full time.
Did they use it on Valve versus Optic too?
No, he
The
did.
bar?
I
yeah,
think.
Weskins did.
Yeah, Weskins used it, and he had a
Sam-
good
I heard
map.
Weskin
Yeah.
was destroying with it.
He was
wall
destroying.
banging
Shawnee
people.
was going off on that map, by the way, with the PPSH. Dude, he was like 27 and 20.
I'm
We were playing. I know it's.
We'll talk
Wait,
about
wait,
how they
wait,
lost
wait. No,
all
no, let me hear it.
Stat that 3-piece. I'm just still mind blown.
Dude,
That's
why
how-
did they
that's
all
how
challenge the
that's how they
doorway?
lose.
Why did you guys do that, Unilad, if you're in the stream? What was that?
I don't know, dude.
I thought for sure they were about to win that map.
Same.
Like
Bro.
as soon as they got Seth was the last person there, they were like all alive in the hill. I was like, oh, they're about to win. Like it's going to game 5. I was asking like, what's game 5? Like is doing a map? What's a map?
Oh, never mind. We play. Let's go
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. No, Scraps in the chat. I'm not saying no one used it. I'm saying I didn't see it as much in Division A. But all right. Anyways.
I noticed that too from home.
Yeah.
sure.
Another thing I want to talk about in terms of updates is what would you guys like to see for the second half, the remainder of this game? Like, what do you want change in this game for the second half? If there's any devs watching.
To me, it's just go back to one tactical, but I think that's like slim to none. That's
Why?
gonna happen. Just because it makes airborne more viable and it makes like other things like better. Like if you want to do a smoke strat, you can just have like 2 smokes and still nade something on S&D, and I think it makes it better.
The airborne thing is
It's
a
like
big
a
deal.
bailout. I think it's like a bailout that you give everyone attack.
Yeah, you can't even run airborne
Like back then,
today.
running a stun, you were like taking a risk. or
Ricky
you were doing
stunned
it-
you so many times
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
On Gibraltar, did you rewatch it yet, Doug?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had time.
Rick was lobbing stuns, top bricks, just stunning Danny.
That's
like,
why
so
it was
much.
easy to kill Dan. I'll shoot him in the side the whole time.
No, literally, I would smoke front third hill, security hill, and I'd see
And-
2 nades in front of me. I'd see 2 nades in front of me, and then a stun. Bah, I'm like,
That was
yo,
me
I'm
actually.
stunned.
I did that once.
Yo,
I'm
I saw
stunned.
that
I
smoke. I
can't
was like,
move.
bing, bing.
Do you know you guys should have won that Gibraltar? There were 3 times you guys made a mistake that just like. It,
What
like,
were the
triggered
specific
me.
plays? I haven't seen it
So
yet.
all right, so going from second hill to third hill, your rotation. Somebody was like, you and I think Rick were looking at the same cut, like bricks,
Oh,
and
when I
you
flanked
you got through. And it was like so tragic because you had 3 people in the back and like nobody like checked the corners.
Going
in the
second
back.
to third hill?
Second to third hill.
We killed him though, didn't
One of
we?
the- he got a
You
2-piece.
you
He got
traded me?
all the way through cave, through the back into turret, and got a 2-piece.
He
at
killed me on the hill.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah. So you
And
guys
then
were
we
both.
spawned
They were both
cave.
looking at the same spot, and then they spawned in the back.
Did we break the hill? Didn't we contest it a little bit?
You
was
contested
scrappy,
it. You
but
guys
it's
got
not like
about
you-
20
but it went
seconds.
from them having control to us having
The
control,
issue
right?
was all right. So the issue was you guys lost the second hill, and then it was like I think it was 140 to 110, and you guys were in the lead, and then they like brought it back and tied it. It was like you guys could have just took a big lead at that
Right.
moment. Yeah. That was
But
unfortunate.
regardless, at the very end, we should have closed it out on that cave hill.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
You guys, I don't know, dude. You guys like overcommit. Dashy lost a gunfight in the mid steps where he like pushed up
That
to
was
like get an
me.
angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're him, you're camping right there, right? Like you're not
Yeah.
moving.
No, I killed him. He didn't make me weak, I don't think.
He,
Then
he
I
hit you
I
once.
killed-
I rewatched it. He hit you
hit him
once.
once. I killed another guy in the hill, and then I almost killed Doug too. So he was weak, and then Dan just jumped and traded
What
him.
I didn't understand was that after Brandon died, I positioned myself to kill the guy who killed Brandon. So I don't know who challenged you as well.
I don't know. If someone was in the
It
hill,
was
you guys were standing right
Blast,
next
I
to each other.
think.
Because I was
basically.
watching Rails, I had it.
Yeah, it was
and I
Blast.
killed
This is
you.
how it went down from my perspective. All right, one guy was in the hill. He was pre-aiming cave, right? He killed the guy that was coming cave.
Yeah, that was
That
really.
was Looney,
Dashy-
the last guy.
Dashy was on the mid steps, and like instead of just holding that angle and camping, he like walked up and like tried to peek the stairs. And there was two people, a guy top bricks, and Austin was like close at the ring, and they killed him. And then like they were just able to just push with numbers, which is like unfortunate because if he just
And
wastes
then they had
time,
spawns for the new hill because we're spawning
Yeah.
in the back.
yeah.
It's
So
tough to bring it from there.
I mean, that was truly like super unfortunate.
I watched it. I said, man, all right, guys, next map. I was like, that's how we're starting the
That's
pro
what you
league
have
off.
to.
All right, guys, let's go. Next map.
What was up with Blastful today? Like, I predict him to go off on that first map because he's really good at Jib. Like, that's his map. Would you?
He's
agree with
really
that?
good, period.
Yeah, no, he's a good player. But I mean, at Jib, like that was his map. Whenever I watched him online, like he was always Jib. It wasn't like online gameplay. Like he knew what he was doing. He used to run an AR though, so he was running a sub on that map. And
He
was
always runs a
struggling.
sub on Jib.
No, he used to run an AR on that map.
I
Whenever I
think
watched
Probably
him.
like on a pass team or something.
He's been
Nah.
running a sub for a really long time now. He ran an AR when I was teaming with Moch and Nagafin.
Yeah.
Just because he tried to get his stats up to get picked up by a team. I know you're watching this right now, Rasim. No, he's a great player. I think the biggest thing he needs to do is just slow down and just take a deep
Slow
breath.
down
Just-
verbally though.
Definitely.
Talks a lot.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
Bro.
I have the same problem. Sometimes when I
I've had
play.
Tyler Fellow, he might have Tyler Fellow beat.
No.
Nah.
No,
Nah.
stop.
No. He might have Tyler
Not
Fellow
quite
beat,
there
bro.
yet.
Yeah,
Dude.
we spoke about it having like frantic callouts, and I'm a victim to this. Like, for example, let's just say it's London Docks, and I'm on statue, and I get a kill, and I'm like getting hyped up, and then I'm kill another guy gate. I kill Loony and fire, then I turn on Slasher gate. I'm like, I'm feeling myself. I see Gunless on
Yeah,
on
why'd you
apples.
ban that map if you were gonna be doing that to us?
I see Gunless on apples. I'm like, I got this.
Is
I
this
go
a
to beam.
play-by-play breakdown? Of
I go to
Jib?
beam Gunless off apples. I make him one shot. Now I'm super hyped up. I go, Gunless, one shot apples, and I start screaming it.
Yeah.
And my teammates are like, yo, Doug, like chill out. We hear it the first time. So it's one of those things that I think we need to practice. And I think that we're both, I think both of us are really getting better at it. But at the same time, Call of Duty, it's so day by day. Sometimes you're going to have a good map. Sometimes you're just going to play bad. Good thing about the league, though, is that we have 14 matches in total.
So much to practice. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
thinking about Dashy and Blast, like they haven't had an opportunity to play against top talent like this, like so consistently. I think they're only gonna get better. So like for you guys,
At the end of the day, you lost like us. Like,
yeah,
we'll consider one of the best teams in the game. Like,
and that is your
a team
toughest
like
matchup.
yeah, like a team that is like if you steal a win, that's really good when it comes to like other like bottom teams and stuff like that.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's a loss. You learn from it. You just got to move on. And you just got to come in every single day with a lot of confidence because you can't let it get to you.
Oh yeah,
You just got to come in every day fresh, a lot of confidence, and just stay as prepared as possible and bring the best vibes for your team. I think that's also super important too.
Yeah.
And just hopefully everything just takes care of itself.
Austin, how was it playing Dashy on LAN? Finally, after he's taken about $100 of your funds in the last like 2 weeks.
Oh
28.
man, dude, you don't understand how badly I wanted to win that match, and I also went off in the match, which was really important.
On Gibraltar, you're going off. I was like,
Yeah.
Austin's feeling it.
Dude, I don't know. I think at Dashy's actually really good though. I think the only person who didn't play up to how he's been playing against me online was Blastful. I think Dashy still did okay. He didn't do his normal
he
Dashy
quick
things.
scoped the hell out of you
but-
on that dog.
Yeah, that quick scope was
that
absurd.
was nasty, bro.
That was absurd. That was the craziest way I probably ever died. But
Get used
I
to
don't-
that because he does that consistently,
Dude,
man.
he's a
I mean,
freak, bro.
he's so
yeah,
good
he's
at
probably
that.
he's probably the best sniper I can think of.
Only because I put mine away.
Pharaoh.
Nah, I'd probably pick Dashy right
That-
now.
Dude, that
Pharaoh's
was
good,
quick-
though.
It was like a quick scope, trick shot, kill feed player before he played competitive. This guy has
Yeah.
it down to a
Bro,
T.
I know. I used to think he was a keyboarder. No joke. Like I called him a keyboarder for like a year straight.
Who, Pharaoh or
Yeah,
Dashy?
No,
he
Dashy.
was on that list. He was on that list.
Yeah, he was like at the top of my. It was like
Him and, like, Illy,
Celium,
Illy.
and then him.
Oh, 100%.
Come to
They
find
were
out, they're all
on that
just
list.
way better
No
than me.
bullshit.
All right. Moving on. What did you guys even answer the question of what you would do to change the game? You
I
two?
said the
You did.
utility, yeah.
I agree with him. I don't really think there's much more you could change. I would rather go back to that old method where it was like 1 STG, 3
What
PPSHs.
event was that?
Before the divisions, like NOLA
NOLA meta was
and Birmingham
nice.
too.
Yeah.
Because
NOLA
at
was
Birmingham,
nice.
we
Nola
didn't
had a
have
lot
this
of bars
meta.
though.
Atlanta was the
No,
prime
no,
meta.
no.
Atlanta
whatever
was the
event, we
best,
only
I
ran the
think.
STG.
TK ran the bar at NOLA.
Yeah, they
and
did
they won.
Chino.
Yeah, TK ran the bar.
Whatever event we all
Um,
ran STGs. As the
I think
main
that
aim
was-
the best event.
When
NOLA
we
or
first got
Seattle?
rid of the ST or the FG.
Or Atlanta, I mean.
But yeah, developers, if
Maybe.
you're watching this, get rid of the tactical. Like either
The
one
utility.
tactical or one nade. I just think I feel like the game would have so much more variety and so much more like, balance. Because you could either run instinct, you could run
And
hunker,
SND would be
you could
better
run
too,
airborne,
like,
you
if
could run
wanna-
armored.
If you want to do a smoke strat, you're surrendering your nades. Like, I think
everyone has
clutch.
armored, and that's an issue with pre-nades, stuff like that. Like that
Definitely.
creates an issue with the meta. Like that whole London Docks mid like strategy is like completely different now. Now, because I used to throw that nade like over, and even if like somebody went there with armored, like I knew it would hit them, and if they didn't have armored, I'm like, this is a free kill now. So now
Definitely.
everybody has armored, so I'm like, okay, they're just gonna be weak. They could just like team shoot me, I'm dead.
Yep.
So I mean, I think that adds a lot of variety.
Or
like,
add a trophy system if that's even possible.
That
At this
ain't
point.
was
happening.
there-
That would
Nah,
be
that
great.
ain't
World War II.
Wait,
think-
we can't talk historical facts when it comes to this game.
Just for esport
Why
mode. Just
not?
turn it on for esport mode.
What?
Besides the tactical thing, I think-
What? Why not?
I think another big
Hold on,
thing.
why not? No, the viewers.
All right, let's go to COD 2. It was you had a class. You were a rifleman. You had this gun. Here you have divisions.
Yeah,
You're
COD
telling me I
2.
put a ghillie suit. You can't hear my footsteps, my G. What? There's no
Wait,
historical
yo,
facts when
He's
it
got
comes
the
to this
Black
game.
Panther shoes on, bro. I don't
Like,
know.
come on, bro.
What were you saying, Austin?
Expeditionary. All of a sudden, I can throw a stun across the map. My guy just has a better arm than you.
Yeah, hold on. He's just stronger, dude. What do you mean?
Okay.
Nah, I was gonna.
Infantry. You can strafe more than me. Let's
He's
do a
faster.
test.
He's faster.
Oh, you're
It's
faster?
realistic, bro. There's probably people who had the two-step back in World War II.
I was gonna say the one thing I probably change is like the aim
Armored. You're
assist
taking
problems.
nades.
I think I would just change the color palette of the game.
Well, that too,
That
but
too.
like that's not happening. Like
Yeah.
grenade smoke.
Yes, grenade smoke is huge.
Grenade smoke. I'm not getting aim assist because there's a smoke next to me. Like I'll be like there'll be a smoke in front of me. I'll see the guy clear as day, but since he's near the smoke, I'll be like swiping right past.
Oh,
him.
that's
That
like
happened to
that
you.
was the worst.
I'm like,
When?
dude,
Low
like,
cave on Jibby. I threw
Yeah,
a
you
smoke.
flew right out. I was like, I got, no, he got me. Clean it up, boys.
and like right now,
think
since there's two
it's pretty much
tacticals,
funny.
a
Wait,
lot
Did
of
you get aim
people-
assist on me there?
No, I hit
Oh,
fire.
Austin, what do you say?
A lot of people
So
are
just made
running
it frantic then.
smokes because of the two tacticals. So
Oh,
like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
half, like not half, but like 5 to 6 gunfights a game, I'm losing aim assist. And grenade smoke, you lose aim assist
And
too.
like,
It's
like
like
I said, you can throw that smoke and then throw a nade. So like on second hardpoint forwards, you can throw smoke over and still like land nades with your team.
exactly.
Get them out and then you start running through smokes.
I think I know the issue is like in search and destroy. It's almost you can throw all your smokes and stuns and stuff, and then you also all have a nade.
Still have a nade.
Exactly,
Yeah,
you
so-
have a
so
nade.
that's
You don't have to be
like
smart with your
Ardens-
tacticals.
Ardens is completely
Yeah,
different.
exactly.
Yeah.
Forwards. Remember back
could
then?
just
It's like,
smoke
yo, anyone have a
everything.
nade? Nah, well, we can't go B. Like, we
Yeah.
have to run up mid. He's top line. Now it's like, oh, we can smoke him out. We can do something.
Okay, where do you guys rank this game in terms of competitiveness compared to other CODs? Like if we were to take Black Ops 2, Ghost, AW, Black Ops 3, and so forth, where do you rank in this game? Like competitive.
I didn't play IW, so I can't really talk too much about that. Black Ops 3 I thought was great. AW I thought was fantastic. Ghost was so much fun. This is probably by far the worst out of all of those.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm
I
talking
didn't play
about I'm talking
IW
about competitiveness. Who the better team wins?
It depends
Well-
on what you deem competitive. Like
The better team wins.
the smarter team, like the more strategic team, or like the more talented team.
I think
'Cause-
strategy and Gunsco has the
So
factor
like the
in both.
mix of both, I think it's better than IW because that was pure talent. You didn't have to really do that much.
100%.
Like, I think it's better than AW. Still like pure talent, pretty much like backdash, just
Yeah.
run around, fly around. It's not better than either of the Treyarch games. I think Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 are definitely like top 3 at least.
Mhm.
Ghost,
And then
S&D,
Ghost-
S&D carried Ghost.
But
in my
like,
opinion.
was
Ghost was
S&D
pretty
it didn't-
inconsistent, I
Ghost
thought.
didn't have hardpoint.
I think the better team won.
It
most
didn't
of the
have
time than Ghost.
CTF.
You
It
think so?
did, but like the respawn game modes were not hardpoint and CTF. It was
Yeah.
dom and blitz.
Blitz and Blitz
So,
was
like,
really fluky.
S&D and Ghost was way better. Miles, 10
If we
times
went
better.
back and played Ghost now, I think a different team would win every event. Remember at the end, a different team won like every event for like
yeah,
last-
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
it's like
this game
Denial, you guys.
I don't. I think it's
realistically-
like kind of in the middle
phase.
for competitiveness.
it's like right on par with Ghost.
not like a
Kind of.
complete trash.
It's not terrible,
No,
but it's
not
not.
terrible.
It's not Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3.
Okay.
I think Hardpoint plays really good, but S&D, I don't know. Just not a big fan.
S&D in this
In
game, I don't think
terms-
anyone's a fan.
in terms of fun, on your list of CODs, where does this rank?
In terms of competitive or just the overall game?
Like,
No,
you
just
getting
being
on and
fun,
having
just having
Getting on
fun.
and have like if you go back to your apartment, getting on and having fun. Take competitive out, right? You go home, play this game. In terms of fun, where does it rank?
I
You
love
can knock
it.
pubs out of there, so I have no fun.
You love
playing
it?
pubs.
That's an
Every-
unpopular opinion.
Every single competitive Call of Duty, I just love.
Do you love the game or do you love competition?
I think
Competition.
he genuinely loves it.
I love competition. I love playing against the best teams, like and the strategy part of the game. Like I love
Yeah.
that, but the actual just game, like hopping into pubs and stuff like that, like it's like jetpacks are way more fun to just
Oh,
hop in a
dude,
pub.
IW was
Go
really
for
fun
what,
to
like
hop in
bro,
a
we
pub,
were
yeah.
coming up with terms for the way
Really?
you kill people, like
I did.
thunder
I liked
clapping people and stuff with like the like bro, that
Yeah.
was way more
Yeah,
fun.
the
there's
terms
a
we
game
make-
mode. Remember the Jester game mode where you'd be like,
Dude, yeah.
And they just
yeah.
blow up.
Bro,
It was so
on
funny.
And like
cons.
nothing to me, the most fun was like popping out my like specialist kind of sucked for competitive, but popping out the Tempest and hitting crazy clips with that was so much fun.
That was super fun.
like like so, if you compare it to that, I would say it's on the lower end, probably for me.
No, yeah, for me too.
I think Doug genuinely believes it's like super fun because he's
I think
grinded this game
And
so
this is
hard.
also his game back.
Well,
That's
he's
true.
putting in-
He's that's true.
Yeah,
No,
he's
well,
had
I
extra drive,
I was the
too.
biggest pub stopper. I was the #1 guy in the world on pubs in World at War.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, I was #1 in the world in wins. Like I played pubs more than anybody.
Oh
I was
my
in love with
God.
pubs.
That's
And
a
then
lot of pubs.
Once Ghost came out, I just felt like all pubs went downhill except for Blaps 3. AW was not that good for pubs. I think you need to have some really good camos and really good prestige icons, and then good maps, obviously. But in terms of just getting on to play 8s, I have a ton of fun. Like if I see a good list for 8s, I'm always down to
Another
play.
thing for me too when it comes to fun, I have the most fun when there's a good search scene. Like I think it's so important to be able to like, okay, I'm done scrimming. Maybe I don't want to play respawn. I want to play S&D tournament.
That makes it fun.
Like so much more. Yo, I want to play with like, just a group of people. Like who's down to play wagers? Like playing a wager with like Sloss or something like that. Just messing around.
it's
having
so fun.
Like
or against
just a
them.
great- yeah,
like,
Or
against
you just get a
them,
pickup
like-
team and hit up the S&D stars. Yo, 10
Yeah.
your
Yeah, like that-
For
that
20
was
or
Black
so
Ops
fun,
3 was
dude.
so fun to play wagers. Like you play against like those kids like Major Maniac and all of them, and sometimes they know things about S&D, like weird spots and stuff like that. You learn it. You're like,
wall
what the heck?
runs.
Yeah, wall runs, like all sorts of things. Like
Have you tried search and destroy tournaments in this game?
I've tried them a couple months ago. I haven't tried recently, but when I tried a couple months ago, the tournament I started off in quarterfinals. So it was like,
okay. I've been playing them recently. They've gotten a little more like popping.
yeah,
It's been pretty fun. Like I played one the other day with like 12 teams with like Rallied. He's trying to revive it.
Mhm.
So shout out to him for trying to do that.
Yeah,
It's
deadass.
been pretty fun. I enjoyed it, but I played Black Ops 3 right after, and that tournament was like super fun. Dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Blast played 2 S&D tournaments last night on World War II. He said he won both of them and he made $50
Nah, it's tough.
Wait, all together or $50 each?
all together.
See that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
was
mean.
about
You
to say
started
$50
off in
each
like
wasn't bad.
semis or
Nah.
something like.
Yeah.
But I think that's an important part of having fun too. Like S&D to me will always be the most fun game mode for me personally, and just being able to play S&D tournaments, wagers, and all that late night is the most
I think
fun.
the biggest problem I have with search in this game, obviously besides for the fact that like
The maps.
I just feel like once you get numbers, it's so easy to win. But I feel like you can't really run mountain all the time because there's so many times we need to run armored or you need to like be fast to get to a certain
I
spot,
had
whether
to
it's
run
defense.
Mountain in those tournaments.
I think it's the maps, bro. It's just too basic. Like, for instance, Texas. What can you do? Smoke out A, go A. Smoke out B, go B. Smoke out B and fake it and go A. Like, you can't really do much. Like, other games,
That's
like
true.
Fringe, you could get, like, crafty with it. Like, yo, we're going to hit a wall run to peak here.
Exactly,
Like,
wall
you,
run.
you can
Wall
do
run,
things.
yeah,
like,
that's
What about
the-
Sovereign
that's
S&D
the
and
first
Ghost?
thing he
Sovereign,
said.
you
You
had
could do
like
so many
Warhawk.
finessing.
Like, you had a lot of ways you could just play B bomb on Warhawk. This game is just like, we're gonna go here, we're gonna nade this. If he's not here, we're gonna get to here, then we're gonna plant the bomb. Like, it's just so basic that
Saint
there's
Marie.
no like
Most basic
there's
S&D
little
of all
variety.
time.
I hate that map, dude. I hate it for search. I like it for hardpoint.
I see it in like
Hate
a
it for
game
search.
5 search. I'm like, no, why can't it be like London Docks or something, dude?
Yeah.
Right? Can we just agree to veto this? Like, come on.
Or
Even
like,
Valk.
like a Octane, bro. Like realistically, that should not have been that good of a map. Like if you just look at it, but like
Octane
playing
was fun.
search,
It played
was
good,
hella
though.
Fun.
Played
like,
good.
it was so
Really
much
good.
fun.
It was intense too. I remember watching Cole playing all the 2Ks. They'd go like last map Octane. I'd be like, oh my god, are they finally gonna lose? And they
It was
clutch
so
it
many
up.
elements.
Mm.
The
You had to
snipe
be
cross,
smart, like, yeah,
the
exactly.
smoke in the cross.
Yeah, the cross,
like-
the
Smoking
fake
the
it.
bomb.
Like, are you gonna risk it and like try to
Yeah.
rush the guy's strip? Like stuff like that was cool.
Yeah,
I love
for
that
sure.
map.
All right, let's talk stage 2, and let's recap a little bit of Division A.
Mhm.
What were your guys' thoughts on Red Reserve and a couple other teams like performing really good, and kind of who are you looking out for? Like if you ever play them, who do you think's the toughest opponent, stuff like that?
For me, I think Red Reserve came out and did kind of what I expected. I mean,
Me
I think
too,
what
yeah.
the only team they lost to was EG,
Yeah,
which is just EG like proving like, yo, like that second place wasn't a fluke. Like we're here
Mhm.
to play and stuff like that, which is really cool too. Just EG like solidifying like they're a top team. FaZe came out and was kind of disappointing, obviously, but then they kind of bounced back.
they
A
bounced back a
little?
little bit. I
What
didn't think they
end up,
looked that
3-4?
good in the
3-4,
Yeah, they ended up 3-4.
and after an 0-3 start.
Yeah,
Right?
It's a big bounce back.
So I mean, that's a record that's like you can still get to playoffs when you come back those next 2 weeks. So it's like not the worst of positions. And then Splice was just frustrating to watch. It was just the only reason they were really pulling out dubs is for the Jerd. Dude
He
going
was
nuts.
clutching everything, bro.
He was
He
going
was going off. Yeah, and their search and destroy was like terrible. So I mean, I don't know. Spice did not look that good at all.
What about
but
Envy? We haven't talked much about them.
They were extremely overrated going into that division.
I
was saying
had
it
them
since the beginning.
on my list to like do impact. Like, I
Make
felt like-
playoffs.
yeah, well, 100%.
I feel like they're so hit or miss. They're just like either like
Really?
good or just not. They're
They
like
were
no
overrated.
consistency at all.
I just didn't realize that their map
Bro.
pool sucks.
Oh, I could have told. Well,
Yeah,
I
I,
was-
know.
I coulda
Until
told you that.
Until you said that, their map
like the
pool is
veto
kinda
system for
shaky.
them is like
Yeah,
it's so hard to work the
a lot
veto
of teams
system.
can go in there and just come out like with that
Well-
advantage because of vetoes against them.
What's Envy's most impressive win? This is what I was saying going into, like, even after they
guess
started off
Optic?
2-0, right? They started off 2-0, and everybody's like, Envy's like the team to beat in this division. Off rip, that's what a lot of people were saying. And I was like, all right, let's not gas
At the
them up
time,
too
it
much
was
yet.
FaZe, I guess, but they started off 0-3.
So their most impressive win was FaZe, and then previous event, what was it? It was Optic,
Optic when
and
they came
Optic
out.
was a top 16 team at that
Didn't they
event.
lose
I
to
would-
Rise like last
I
map
would say their
6-5?
most impressive series was probably against us.
Yeah.
They beat us in both hard
But they
points,
lost
and
that one. So
but
that's
they
why I
lost to
said-
6-5 S&D.
Last map in losers,
Yeah.
right?
Nah,
No,
last
they
map
lost
wasn't
the
close.
game two.
Game 2 was 6-5.
But you guys were
Game
like
5.
50% of your ability at that point.
That's
Yeah, we
true.
weren't as good, but like still, that was probably
And
like
I did go 16-36 game 1.
yeah, that kind of sucked. We only lost
That
by
was
22,
unlucky.
so
I don't know. I think a lot of teams have a lot to prove. Like, you could say every team has. Even Rise just won the last event. And they started this division out 2-0. They still have a lot to prove.
Oh, 100%.
Well, they just proved that they're dominant.
Well-
right now. In their last 2 matches, like they didn't lose a map after winning. So
Yeah, but what if Rise doesn't win champs though? Like, could you say
Yeah.
they're the best team of the year?
no.
You're not going to be able to say that. So, like, that's how I see it. If I'm on the top, even if I'm on the bottom, you just need to find ways to consistently prove yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you
100%.
start thinking that you're the best, and because I've been on the top before and then I go straight to the bottom, it's not fun. Like, you want to stay on the top as long as you can. And when you're on the bottom, you don't want to be there
IW
long.
year. We won Vegas, and it was just like,
that's like what we said
Drought,
earlier.
dude.
Don't take it for granted. When you're on top, you got to work just as hard as everyone else to stay on top.
100%.
Simple as that.
Kobe mindset.
The Mamba mentality, bro. Mamba mentality is the way to go. All right, so predictions
And
for
then,
who's
we didn't touch on TK.
TK looked good and then slowed down.
And then you had Enable and S&D.
Oh yeah, I started joking about Enable search gameplay, and then it got like worse.
And
Worse.
worse. And worse, bro.
Nah, I think they're like a solid team. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna make it through. I feel like.
I
but
mean,
they're-
they have one
I
of the
don't-
best SMGs and ARs in the game.
Yeah.
He's absurd, dude.
Absurd.
I think TK makes playoffs for sure.
100%.
But
I agree with that.
I do think the best team in that division right now is EG.
No,
I-
yeah,
you
really think so?
You
I
agree
think
with
so.
me? Yes. Do you
I-
agree?
I think so.
I mean, they
agree?
did beat Red. I mean, this is going to sound biased. I think FaZe is still a really good team. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, wait, really good team. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, FaZe, for whatever reason, we played just about every team except for Red because they're obviously not from North America. FaZe is that one team that I consistently play, and I'm like, these guys just really
The
get it.
best-
They're all on the same
The
page.
best team in the division, though, you'd pick FaZe right now.
Yeah, I don't know why you
I-
just said
I
FaZe.
pick EG
if
just
they-
'cause they have
that's
more
what we're talking about.
experience.
Do you think they're the best team in the
I
division?
think if it went up to FaZe and EG, FaZe would beat EG.
No, they won't.
I think they
Wait,
would.
Did they beat?
Did
lost
they
them,
beat?
right?
Wait, FaZe lost to EG, I think, in the beginning.
I
Hold on, let me get a stat check.
Well, EG lost two
Splice.
times. So
EG
they lost to
lost to
Splice,
Splice.
and who else?
I want to say TK.
Envy?
EG
No.
lost
No,
to
EG
Envy.
beat
Envy, yeah.
Wait, what? No, I thought they beat Envy.
Wait,
No, there's
hold
no
on.
way you're saying Envy.
Never mind.
beat EG
They,
after
this
saying that.
this is wrong right here. You see this? It says EG Envy. Oh no, they won.
What?
3-2.
You're tripping,
Never mind,
yo.
never
You're
mind.
They lost to
tripping.
one other team because they
I'm
won
sorry.
5-2.
It had to be TK, I think.
I'm about to find out
No,
right
didn't
now. Wait a
FaZe
second.
bounce back and they beat him in those 3 games that they won?
I'm figuring out right now.
Can't remember. I would pick EG though. Against
They
most of
lost
those
to
teams, I
Splice
think
for
EG's
sure.
gonna win.
You think they're the best team in that
No,
division?
EG 3-1 FaZe. Yeah, I knew I wasn't
yeah.
crazy.
I think EG's the best team
Better than
right
Red?
now
Who
in
else
that
did EG
division.
lose to?
And I think
EG
EG
lost
works
to
harder
Echo
than everyone
Fox.
is more
2-3.
prepared.
Oh, I remember
Echo
that.
Fox
I
and
remember
Splice.
that
They
too.
started off 0-2. I think they're by far the best team in that division. I actually
Yeah, I
think it's
think
by
Red
far.
And I
more
think
practice
Bevels
ball.
actually does bring a lot to the table for them. Like it seems like their S&D's like pretty good, like on
Mhm.
point. Like the reason why they lose most of their searches is because of like
Plays he
1v4ing
can- yeah.
or like some in game.
You get like a 1v3 and a 1v4 or
yeah,
something?
like
Yeah.
that has nothing
That's
to do with their
crazy.
preparation. That's just in the moment throwing the game away, like
Yeah.
choking. Like
Yeah.
you can't really practice for that. You just have to like have that kind of clutch like thing. Like okay, guys, 3v1,
about,
get
like,
together. Like
It's like a communication and like
Yeah.
it's just an aspect of your team. Like
People
if you're a
taking, like, dumb
championship
peeks
team,
and stuff like that.
yeah.
but like
you
the
guys know better than
preparation for them
anybody.
is there, and like the results are pretty good. 5-2. Like they're 1 game down. They're the only team to be Red. So
5-0 win streak too. That's something to note.
No,
And they
100%.
only lost because of like clutches.
yeah.
So do you agree? Do we have resounding agreement?
I don't think EG is going to win that division.
You think Red will?
I don't know who's gonna
It's
win.
one of
There's
those
so
two
many.
teams. I can't see anyone else taking
No,
first.
I could see
I
FaZe
can
winning
see that
it.
just
I could see
because Red
TK
only has
winning it.
one
I could see Red winning
Red
it.
might, yeah, Red
And
could
like
win.
they can repeat the week with beating EG.
Red
you
was
know what I mean?
nasty though, dude.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
100%.
count them
I
out.
just think they need more practice to then end up being consistently better than EG.
It's just so hard to pick one, honestly. I
yeah,
can't.
for sure.
So who's the top 4 in that division?
The top 4 right now is the top 4.
What was
So
it,
TK, EG, Red, and
Envy. Yeah.
You don't think Echo
Mm.
Fox
I
can
could
sneak their
see
way
I
in
could
there?
see FaZe squeaking their way in there for TK or
I
Envy.
could actually see I could see FaZe
The
squeaking
thing
their way in there
is,
for
like,
Envy.
Echo
I can
Fox
see
is
that
It
too.
happens since Anaheim happens, and then they go to their weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
So like, if TK places like top 16, and then like they're going into their like
Dude.
minimal confidence, like
I
stuff
don't-
like that. Echo Fox can go and like place really well, get their confidence back up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stuff
I just
like
feel
that.
like
It can
Echo
change.
Fox relies too heavily on their S&D, and like you can lose. Like you're not gonna always win all your S&Ds, and they're so bad at hardpoint they
Didn't
lose
they get
every
4th
hardpoint.
last event?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they won every S&D and
Yeah,
CTF.
Yuli had
They
like
own-
a
they're
1.9
one of the only-
S&D KD.
Yeah, one
Number
of the
one
only
at the
hard
event
points
in
they
S&D.
won was against us by 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Like,
crazy.
ridiculous.
Valkyrie, right?
Like,
Remember our team
Valkyrie,
in AW, we won every S&D. We won
exactly,
the event.
but like
Next
you
event, we got
can't
top
do that
16.
every event. Like you need to be good at hardpoint too. Like because there's some teams who are gonna be really
And
good
they're
at
not
search.
that dominant at S&D.
No,
It's
they-
kind of like
they showed
TK how they
already.
clutched up so hard in
Yeah.
those first 2 events.
So like if
That's
they don't,
crazy.
Eventually,
Two
it's not
events.
going to go
they
your
don't
way.
figure out their hardpoint, and soon they're not making it.
You know how
I
Donnie
don't
is,
know.
bro.
I have faith in Echo Fox, but like I was like such like a supporter of them in the beginning, and then it's just been
I'm
dwindling.
losing the faith. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose the faith.
They
So,
got
like-
a lot of talent on that squad, though.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
They have like
100%.
probably one of the most talented teams. Now that I think about it, they just can't put it together. Like I don't know what's wrong with Aqua, but he's not playing good in
Yeah, I
hardpoint at
saw
all.
that.
He was number 3, like the 3rd worst KD
Hardpoint player.
as an AR, and all the other ARs were like top 10. So
I don't think that's ever happened out of Yuli actually.
no.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I think we kind of all agree on the top 4. I'm gonna say Envy is gonna make their way back into it. I just have
They're
faith
in there already. They're 4th.
I just think they're too inconsistent right now.
I just think FaZe is going to pull
Yeah,
through.
they said
And their
FaZe.
vetoes, like once teams catch on to
I don't
the
know. The
vetoes,
FaZe is
I
gonna
feel like
go. They're gonna go to freaking Anaheim, get smoked at an open event again.
You really
And
think it's going to happen again? For
It
the fifth
can
time?
happen again, surely.
They gotta do
not
good
It's
at
like the
one, right?
Rockets last night. They eventually got to hit a 30.
They gotta hit it.
They just got to get top 4 at one of these events.
I don't know what it is with
Dude.
them in open events. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that atmosphere just doesn't like hit them right or something. But
It's again, I just feel like some of these teams are too
and they roll
inconsistent.
switch too.
I think it's just like too many matches. You think FaZe is like good in like a one match scenario where they can just show up,
But
warm up, shoot bots, and play one match.
That's
Well,
how the
playoffs,
league
they
is,
won
though,
all
and
the
Yeah,
they won all their matches
playoffs,
at
they won
playoffs,
all
right?
their
Yeah, but how many
No.
matches were a day? Like how many matches do you play in a day?
Didn't they get number 1 in the league too?
I
Last
think-
last division, last stage.
Yeah.
They were
I think
first in their
they
division,
went
right?
into- They went into Sunday like top.
Maybe
6,
it's
I
the
think.
crowd, bro. There's a lot of FaZe fans. Maybe it gets to them.
I don't know.
It's something.
If
It's
he plays as a
something
world
I mean,
champ,
yeah,
attached as a world
Yeah,
champ.
you can never doubt them.
Zoom is
That's for sure.
disgusting.
I'm
So
just
you
coming up
saying
with
Preston's
theories,
a
dude.
problem?
I'm drawing a
I
blank.
just think
I
it's
don't know
bro,
why it
I just think
happens.
they're too inconsistent. And playoffs was their good weekend. Like they're really
I mean,
good
they got
weekend.
unlucky at Seattle when it came to pools, right? They got like the shit end of the stick.
But like you can't blame
I hate
They
that
went 3 and
argument.
1,
stuff
right?
on
I don't like
getting
that
unlucky.
no, I'm
I
just
don't
saying
like
like
that
it was
stuff.
that one of the things.
Like
They went
They
3 and 1
said
in
they
their
lost
pool.
to the team that got like second.
no,
and
no, I'm not talking
third.
about that. I'm not talking
Oh.
about that. I'm talking about like to come out in winners.
Oh, it was like a map or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, hey, wait, to talk about your point, their best placing in an open event was when they went through open.
Yeah.
That they had to play the most matches.
It was
So,
the
like-
first event.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. It's just
And
it's
they were
literally
getting
just
destroyed
random.
online before that. They were like the 30th
Yeah,
seed
yeah,
at that
yeah.
They do
event.
draw like tough pools too, but
True,
I mean,
they have
still
been
have to
drawing
show
tough
up.
Just got to grind through it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
All right, so let's move on to Division B, your guys' division. I kind of want to get your guys' predictions for the top 4. Just name the other 3 teams that you think will be in the top 4. We'll start with Danny. Who do you think? Your team and the other 3.
I think Optics won. I think they're really strong in hardpoint. They're the team online that was smoking us in hardpoint. They're like
Really?
5-0ing us on
I didn't even know that.
So I think if they can get their S&D down, their CTF, they'll come out. E United came out strong against LG, looking like
They both
There
didn't
we
look
go
that
now.
good though. Like I don't think EU or LG looked like great at
well,
all.
EU. The first 2 maps look good.
Yeah,
They started off
Pristini
bad,
looked
but then
good.
Pristini.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pristini.
No,
So-
LG just looked abysmal in that Arden's S&D.
did, right?
Like Pristini was shooting them in the side like it was nothing. Like they weren't even watching each other's backs.
Yeah.
But they also haven't played search yet too. Like that's
True.
why we have the league. It's a lot of good practice for us. But go on.
Yeah, but then I think probably like E United, LG, and I think Cole is like after seeing Unilad, no shot in 4th. I think Cole's the only team that can come and make things shaky.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
But after Unilad, like everyone's saying, like Unilad can no.
Go
they're
ahead, Doug.
I think it's in my personal opinion, I think it's definitely going to be Rise. I think they're the best team in the game right now. Optic Gaming looked really good online. They just won their first match today. I think they were a little shaky from what I heard, but they're going to figure it out, and they're only going to get better with more time. I definitely think our team is going to make it. We have so much to prove, and we have so much preparation that we're constantly just going through. And the 4th spot, I think E United is going to clutch up, even though they lost to LG, and LG got that big win. And LG does still have a lot to get better, but I don't know. It's, you know, I could be wrong about it, but that's just how I feel. I don't think LG is going to make it, and I think Unilad, Tandem Minds, and Mindfreak aren't going to make it either.
Yeah. That's not a bad prediction, to be honest.
He's putting it on himself.
Yeah.
Going into it, I thought it was going to be the top 4, like us, Optic, LG, and United, like for sure. And I thought Cole and Mindfreak were the sleeper teams. After watching Mindfreak today, going Game 5 with
They're not
Tainted,
a sleeper team, bro.
Bro, but I've seen them go Game 5 with LG, and then the Game 5 they should have
beat
won,
OG
and they
last event,
threw
I'm
it
pretty
away.
sure.
That
Like,
was a long time ago.
bro, but
No,
that
they
was when
beat
LG
the last event.
Yeah.
At Seattle, they beat them?
I'm
In
pretty
Pro Play.
sure.
Yeah.
No, and they beat them the event before.
And
At
they're always
Birmingham,
Game 5.
at Birmingham, the event
They went
LG
Game
won.
5.
They went Game 5. They were
Their
up
hard play was bad,
5-2,
though, at
and
the
they
last
threw
event.
it away.
I watched that.
Yeah, they
I
literally
saw
threw it
that.
away. Like, they were the better team, and they threw it away, and then LG went on to win the event. So, like,
Wait, was that losers bracket or winners?
that was in pool play.
Oh,
I don't have
Dude,
belief in
I-
Mindfreak to make it
I
through.
had
They're
faith,
talented,
but now I just feel like after I watch them, I feel like they play to their competition. So, like, if
Yeah.
they're playing a good team, they play a lot better. If they're playing a not-so-good team, they play down, which is not good. You're not going to make it doing that at all.
And they
You have to be
probably just
consistent.
get horrible quality of practice. So this is like their first
And
game,
then-
trying to get back into it, and
That's
they just
true.
like
I think it's going to be us, Optic, LG, or United, and then I think Cole's going to sneak in there, and one of those LG or United's
that's
not
what I
going
was
to make
going
it.
to say.
After
I was
playing
gonna
them
say
today,
that.
I think
Go
I
ahead.
think because they go hard. Well, I know Doug goes hard 24/7. He'll be backstage playing bots. He's going 2,000%. So I think they're going to work harder than the other teams, and they're going to catch them slipping.
I think what's going to happen is LG's search is it's not going to get good this whole like division. I think it's going to be tough for them to match up with like a lot of these teams, and I don't think LG is going to be able to like take Rise or Optic, and I think EU and Cole have better chances of beating like Rise and Optic. I think those matches are going to like
That win
be a
today, though,
factor.
I think that win today over E United is going to come to bite E United in the butt.
Dude, it might. I think we
2-0
might see
against
like a
LG.
3-way tie, like LG, Cole, and EU,
Yeah.
and like map count.
Like, and Cole beat LG at the last event.
I don't know. I feel like I'm sleeping on LG, but like from what I saw, dude, I don't know. I gotta see their next two matches.
Well, yeah, we got to see more.
well,
but
they
I
have
would
the
not be
hardest week,
surprised.
right? They
Yeah.
played
Optic
United,
and-
they play us, and then they play Optic.
I would
Yeah,
not be surprised if Cole sneaks in there, though.
Well, like I said, everyone has a lot to prove. Obviously, we have a lot to prove. We play a lot of teams online and we destroy them. LG has a lot to prove. Every team has a lot to prove. So I expect everyone to be going hard, and that's what the games are really all about. It's competition.
I'll
see who's the
I'll
best.
say this: if Blasphil plays decent or good, they will qualify.
Decent.
No, because today I don't think he played well at all, and I think he's much better than the way he's playing. I think he's like a head case, to be honest. He
Yeah.
gets in his own head.
And it's his
And-
first league, right? That was his
Yeah,
first
this is
league
his
match.
first time. So
Yeah.
if Blasphil
Yeah, so
play,
he
bro,
has
like
to-
online, Blasphil was that
He's-
guy. Like
he's
he's up
not-
there with that.
He's not used to that like one match a day thing.
So like,
too.
if he gets, he's obviously not that. Like that's high expectations to be like that good. But if he plays well,
You're really praising this guy online, dude.
bro, online.
You're praising him like
and
he's like
Dashy-
John Lyon or
Online,
something.
him and Dashy drop like double 40s, and like I don't have a chance. Like they're like those guys.
You're just the one guy that really sucks online and really turns it up on land. You're the one guy I could say that
Wait,
about.
Austin's a
Austin
joke
is a
online.
warrior,
Ah,
bro.
wait.
Where did that
Online?
come
Yeah,
from?
bro.
I see Austin
Yes.
drop trip negs consistently online.
Mind-blowing,
It's-
right?
he's in his
I
bag.
play with him. I'll go like
Wait.
+3. I'm like, good try, guys.
I
Look
will
at Austin.
say this though. I
11
will
and
say this.
25.
John did look disgusting today.
Oh.
So if he just keeps
But-
doing that,
but bro,
they're
like-
100% top
Okay,
three.
I haven't seen John play like he was absurdly good
He
today.
was literally the best
haven't
player
seen him
today.
No,
play
at this
that
moment,
good.
John is the best player in Call of Duty. At this very moment.
Yeah, literally today.
Online
John,
Endless die?
Online, what I saw
Wait,
from
his-
John before this event, and then obviously at this first match,
But
like
that's
consistently
what
right now,
scares
he's
me
the
is
best.
he played that good and they still should have lost.
That's what I'm saying, and that's when I said they didn't look too good today. That's why I said that, because John played out of his mind.
Yeah.
and like
You
with
get less
four more
less
slacking
map. You
cap,
got 16.
15 or 16.
And he
that
got,
was
like,
like
three
that
kills
was
in the
like
5-5
glimmers
round.
of the
He was
Black Ops 3,
frying.
John. Like
yeah, he was frying.
yeah.
So like if you get that,
You
John,
got Mikey in the back
you
pocket
know.
now. That's why, bro.
yeah,
Mikey.
You gotta be winning that series more comfortably if you get that.
We
We
done.
scrimmed
scrimmed
him.
with him.
Yeah,
Like
you
when you get
gotta-
that, John, 3-0, 3-1,
yeah.
right?
We
Three
scrimmed him
on,
online,
three
and
on.
I know it's just a scrim, but it was on their connection. We're in Frisco. We played Arden's Hardpoint. We lost by like 15 points. Their whole team was like 25 kills, 30 deaths. 30 kills, 36 deaths. John had 52. He had
Nah, he's
52
absurd.
Really
kills.
the best player.
I was like,
he
wow,
was-
guys.
He was absurd today, in every game mode.
All right, next question. Is Optic as good as people say? Because everybody's saying they've been destroying online.
Here's
What are
my
your
thing.
thoughts?
I mean, I've answered this in interviews. Is online you only see hardpoint, so like people judge that. I mean, there's still 2 other game modes to play. They lost to CTF today.
Yeah, I
Against
expect them
Unilad.
to 3-0 sweep.
So I mean, we just have to really see how their S&D and CTF, how consistent they're going to be at those game types.
Sure.
But I mean, I guess it's easy to say they're better than what people expected, just because. I mean, they're 5-0ing us in scrims, 4-1, and
I think
They've
Optic.
always won in scrim.
They 5-0'd you guys in
they
scrims?
won every single hardpoint.
I think it went double
In the
neg every
scrim.
single map.
Whoa.
Every
Wait,
single
on
Optic's
my
map.
nasty,
host.
bro.
On my host.
Optic's the best team in the game, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's easy to say like, yo, they're like the best team in the game, but that's just hardpoint. Like, I think they're
Yeah.
going to be discussing a hardpoint just because play style, their roles, and like how the maps play out. They're just
What's their
talented at it.
schedule looking like?
They play Tainted Minds
you still gotta see
tomorrow,
the rest
And then LG on
Friday.
Thursday.
Or Thursday, yeah,
Yeah.
Thursday.
I think the problem is that like every team goes hard in hardpoint scrims and they play capture the flag, and once a team goes up by like a flag or 2 and they get streaks, they just give up on the game, and you can't practice search and destroy. So the best practice you have for search realistically is playing in these league matches.
Exactly.
So I think Optic's going to develop and be a really strong team for champs, and I think they're going to be really good in this division too. But then again, like you can't take any team lightly. I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. You just got to go hard
It's
in every
true,
match.
Though. You're in the competitive
You have to think
mindset.
that way.
Yeah.
So that's how you're gonna like. You're gonna have that mindset, and that's how your answers are gonna be. So
I
I
know.
respect it. What do you think?
I just think it's too soon to tell. Like their match against Unilad today, I feel like it should have been way more comfortable than it was. They should have won game 5. Like Seth had a miracle 3-piece to save them.
Mind blown.
They said they still would have won the game. From what I watched, it looks like it would have
They
been
were
over
not
if Seth.
winning
Yeah,
that.
they were not winning that game if Seth died.
They spawned out what, like school? We call school.
Yeah, school. So like I think they would have lost that game if Seth just got 1 or 2.
Sam said he was climbing in the side
I
window
don't
to
think he
shoot
was
him in
that
the
close,
back.
dude. I'd have to watch it back, but I swear the closest person was like ambulance, like on the street. And if I just has a guy go to the window, they win.
Yeah.
So that's easily a game 5, and then you never know. Like whenever you're down 2-0 and you bring it to game 5, even if you're not a good search team, you somehow still have a really good chance because the other team's like, oh shoot, we're about to get reverse swept.
Yep.
Like, so they could have potentially lost that series. So I think it's just too soon to tell how good they'll be.
Yeah. I mean, I'd agree with that. I think Optic definitely in the current meta has a team that can win. I think we just got to see
Yeah,
a couple more of their
100%.
matches. But they do look good, and Hardpoint is going to be their forte for sure.
Yeah, probably.
But
I think they'll get better at S&D. I assume Zinni's gonna be their play caller.
really?
I think so.
That's
Crim?
surprising.
No, I walked past like the stage day, and I heard Crim like calling every little thing out in search.
Really?
He was like,
feel
"Yo,
like it'd
Seth,
be
get ready
Zinni.
to nade this." Like, Seth, all right, now you nade, and then he was like, "All right, yo, Sam, all right, throw your tack. Like he was like calling out when to throw
Really?
nades and stuff. So
That's like OD. That's like some Counter Strike
no,
stuff.
he was really getting into it, bro. I was like,
No, well, I mean
wow.
they 6-0'd it, right? They
Yeah.
6-0 at the same rate. I mean, I just assume Zinni because he used to like play calling like on our team and stuff.
Mhm.
So I think like he has probably the most knowledge in S&D as well, just because we were such a good S&D team. I assume he's
You
telling
guys,
them
yeah.
what we used to do and stuff like that.
He could play called for you guys. That's
I
that's
play
good.
called, but he chimed in.
I don't think he'd
Yeah.
play call when I play with him at the beginning of the game. I don't think he was that type of guy.
No, he chimed in with me all the time.
No, he's like he's a pretty vocal guy. When I watched their scrims, he was like calling out everything in Hardpoint where to
well,
go.
when they streamed, it looked like he was the one directing too.
He was, yeah.
Like Krim and Seth are just like absorbing anything he says.
It's interesting.
All right, another question for you guys. Do you think whoever tops Division B is going to win playoffs? Like whoever, like the best Division B team, do you think that team wins playoffs?
Yes.
Because I think it's a little bit better practice.
I mean, I can't say no, so.
No, I think. I
For
think.
me,
Excluding your team, I should put in there. Like,
for me, I
who's-
think
I
think a Division B team is gonna win Anaheim
Oh, okay, that's probably a better question. I'd agree.
because a Division A team won Atlanta, a Division B team won Birmingham.
EG and Red look pretty good, dude.
They look good, but like
They might
I
give you a run
think
for your money.
our no, they would obviously like EG like put up a decent fight when we played them at Seattle. Like the first series, they probably should have won. At least been up 2-0.
They should have only been 2
I
because
just
you
feel
got
like
smoked by apathy.
We have the higher ceiling teams. They have the like their division stacked. Like 7 teams could qualify, but we have like those.
Top heavy.
Yo, they could win this event type teams.
I agree with that.
That's
I mean,
that's the way I look at it.
That's
I think
how
if
it
you
was
throw
last.
EG and Red in this division, are they struggling to get top 4, or are they like solidified?
If
top
they're
four?
in like whose spot, like Unilad and Tainted
Replace
Minds,
them with EU and Cole.
With EU and Cole.
Yeah,
one of them is definitely not
one of
qualifying. I feel like
I think EG's qualifying in this division.
yeah, I think so as well. I don't know, dude. That's like a tough question.
They're
Like,
just not lazy right now.
we
Like,
gotta
I think,
see Anaheim.
I think this is like the first time like Pat's just not lazy at all. Like,
Mind blown.
Yeah, Pat
Yeah,
is
mind
the
blown.
leader of the team. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Wait,
Pat
Pat's
cares,
actually been playing good.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
I
what
I
I'm
played-
gotta
saying.
give him his props.
He's
Whoa.
not lazy.
Yo,
I gotta give him his
I've
props.
seen him playing in 8.
It's been 3 years, but he's finally shooting back again.
yo, clip that and somebody tweet Pat right now.
Pat's the best
wasn't
bar
he-
player in
it
COD
Took him
right now,
6
dude.
months of boots.
He
It
loves
just-
the
Didn't
bars.
have-
That's
just
the
took a
thing.
bar,
He had the
dude.
best KD for a flex, right?
Yeah.
In
Division
All
A,
the
yeah.
flexes got horked on besides Pat.
He's been playing
All of
well.
them.
Yeah, but we know he baits.
Apathy. Sorry about your KD. Pat's got to get his
Right.
KD up. Sorry, Brian.
Nah, but I feel like this is like the least lazy Pat's been. I see him actively trying to get an 8s now.
Does he get picked?
Stuff like that. He
Or no?
does not. He didn't get picked, and he was just like, "Yo, I didn't get picked. I'm mind blown." who
But
got
he's
picked ahead of me."
trying to
But
play.
he's trying.
That's
right?
a good sign.
Yeah.
That is a good sign for sure.
And I feel like they're reinventing S&D. I saw Red take a smoke on Valk from them.
They're elite, bro.
So stuff like that.
All right. Who's the most improved player from stage 1 to stage 2?
Assault.
Dang, that was instant.
Because I've heard this question. I was pissed people didn't say Assault.
I'll agree with that. Assault is nasty, bro. Well, I guess from stage 1, but Seattle, he was disgusting. So.
No, that's what I'm saying. From stage 1 to stage 2, from Echo Fox to EG, he got disgusted.
What about Pat?
Pat's also
Yeah,
a good
Pat's
I would
answer.
say Pat. I think that's who I would say because Pat, for me, I mean, we played you guys at Birmingham. I just feel like Pat is just maybe it's different now when I play him on LAN. Hopefully, I just feel like Pat's a free kill on the map, and now Pat's the best KD as a flex. They're 5-2 in their division. They got second to last event. I mean, I don't know. It's the Pat that I remembered from back in the day because that guy used to be scary to play against, and he went missing. I don't know what happened to him the last 3 years. I went to Mexico. I met my girlfriend. I haven't heard a word about Pat, but I come back to boots on the ground. This dude, Pat,
Bro,
he's got a good comeback.
everybody's saying Hook. The whole chat. He's
Because Austin's here.
Well, he's dropping crazy like stat games in Division A versus some teams, isn't he?
Yeah,
I heard he had like
he's
some
been-
crazy
been going
maps.
off.
How did he play in their L's? That's something you have to ask
I mean, he
yourself.
played good even in their L's as well.
Really?
Like he would be going off and his team would be getting like destroyed. Like I think the person who was like having pretty bad games in the team was Chino. He would like have like a.
Oh, yeah.
he
Chino
had, like,
got
a couple, like,
smoked against, was it EG?
He went 5-21 against.
Yeah,
them.
and same rate,
I
right?
don't know if it was EG actually, but he did have a.
That was
a
in
couple
one of his
really bad
later
hard
matches.
points.
One of his
Yeah.
later
Kyler's
matches.
definitely improving though from the beginning
He's
of this game.
improved, but I don't know if I'd say most improved. I still
No.
think Kyler has a
Because
ways
if
to
you
go.
look at placing,
Yeah.
he
That's
plays
true.
top 12 at Seattle. Is that really improved? Like a
Your
soul win.
improvement has to reflect like your team as
Yeah.
well.
Like-
Like
Yeah, it's true. I think Kyler's gonna keep getting better as we go. Like, he still has not got back to what I think he can get at.
he's
Yeah.
playing at, like a.
Assault had a
crap
hell of an
ton.
event in Seattle too.
Yeah,
He played
that's what I'm
really
saying.
good at Seattle. How
Yeah,
did Pat
second.
play at Seattle? He had to play
played
good.
too. Pat played good at the first best of 5 against us for sure.
He
He
had
had
the best
the
KD on his team in finals. I'm pretty sure.
Pat?
Well,
I think
dude, it's
so.
so funny when we played the first series and Pat like played really well. I was like, well, that's not happening again. This is about to be a 3-0, boys.
People are saying silly. Silly's up there as well. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to wrap up stage 2. Any final thoughts to talk about stage 2? Like so far today, matches, anything?
I think it's been amazing. It's too soon, but overall, I think the staff treats us really good. I think the apartments are fun.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun to hang out with these guys in person because I've been playing 8s for 6 months every day.
Oh,
And you go crazy just hearing people on your headset. Sometimes you get sick of them, but you see them in person and it's just, it's refreshing. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's move into some predictions for tomorrow. First match: Mind Freak versus E United.
United 3-0.
3-0,
Yeah.
3-1.
3-1. 3-1.
Mind Freak's taking a map. They ain't going out like that.
Unless, I don't know, unless we get that Mind Freak that plays well. Like,
That's going to be a fun match to watch. I think United will win it, but I could see Mind Freak winning too.
I mean,
and-
Pristini was frying today.
dude, but the problem with United, you never know. They're such a momentum-based team. Whenever they go to losers bracket, they always lose right away. How do they react to
think-
that loss today? That's a big
Well,
loss.
Burns
I think that's a
tweeted out that they
crazy
reacted
loss.
good.
Oh, they're
Burns
being
reacted. Burns tweeted out like that's the best I've seen you guys react after a loss.
That doesn't
like,
mean
you guys
anything.
improved
I
it.
think
Yeah.
United would definitely come back tomorrow and
I'm
beat
saying
Mind
for
Freak,
his-
actually.
We'll have to see how they play. I don't know. I'll have to see the first map because they're such a momentum-based team that I don't know how this loss affects
I
them.
mean, they did
Yeah.
turn around that first map against OG too. It was like a 160-point swing. They just
That
started
was
frying
insane,
'em.
bro. If Pristini doesn't play like that, those first 2 maps, like
Oh, yeah.
they would have
Well,
lost.
I just know if I'm on that team and I lost the way I did, I'd be dying to play another match. Like, I just
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to wait until my next game. So I think they'll come back and win it.
Yeah, I mean, I
should.
think I'm going to predict EU, but it's not going to be as easy as I think some people think. Because Mind Freaks, they play to their competition,
Yeah.
like you said, and they're not that bad.
No.
All right, next match. I don't mean to laugh, but Tainted Minds versus LG. LG's going to smoke them, bro, 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good match for them. To be honest, to play
What?
before they play
Actually,
us.
What do you mean
LG.
it's a good match?
No, it's a good match for them. For LG, like they're gonna play, they're gonna start getting confidence. They play us at the end of the night.
bro, I would
Tainted
not be
didn't even
surprised
look
if
that
Tainted
bad,
Minds
bro.
beats him in like a search, bro. I would not be
Wait,
surprised at all.
Tainted did not even look like. All right,
We
let's
scrimmed them today. They
let's-
weren't that bad.
let's
No,
say
people are
Mind
trying to say
Freak-
they're a joke. They're not that bad.
Let's say Mind Freak is like the Mind Freak we know and love. Like they're a pretty good team. They test top teams. And Tainted played them tough like that. They got to be decent because Mind Freak is not easy to beat. So LG might actually lose a couple maps.
I think LG didn't look that good on capture the flag either. But I think LG will win all the respawns. I think it'll be 3-1. Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, I think LG is gonna win 3-1. I think they're gonna lose the search.
Yeah,
just
I
because
could
the
see them losing
Australians
the
have
search
different
maybe.
strats that we're not used to, and LG still hasn't even
That
played any of the
Swifty kid can
searches.
snipe.
Yeah, bro. That
I'm
kid's
surprised he
actually
missed
good.
today.
Dude,
I saw him missing that easy shot, but that kid can snipe.
bro,
so.
when it went to game 5, I was so mind blown. So I mean, honestly, I just don't know. I didn't know much about that team, and like what they showed me today is like they're here to compete. Like there's no free
100%.
wins in this division. So I think LG will win, but Tainted Minds can win a map. All right, Complexity versus Unilad.
Cole.
I got Cole, yeah.
I'm not saying nothing. No bad juju here.
I mean, you gotta be confident though.
We're winning.
I think after playing them both today, I think Cole played us tougher.
Yeah. You did play both of them.
Yeah.
I think it might come down to vetoes. I don't know how you guys are on Valk, but
Hardpoint?
Yeah, Hardpoint. Unilad
They
looked
love
pretty good on that map.
It's going to be a big match for Blast.
Oh, you can't answer any of these questions. I don't
This
even
is-
know why.
This is
Forget
going to be
what I said before. No bad juju here.
Blast
it's
needs
gonna
to
be a great
play
game.
well in this match. He needs to get some of that.
I don't think
Some
it's gonna be a
confidence.
3-0. I don't think it's gonna be a 3-0.
I just feel like Dashy's going to, like, stomp them in gunfights.
Trying to think of their vetoes. Nah, it's gonna be a 3.
Nah, bro. Weskins is pretty good. Shawnee's pretty good.
I'm thinking vetoes.
I just think Dashy out-talents
'Cause I
him
know
all
how
like
the vetoes
crazy.
are
And
gonna
then
We can't really talk about vetoes though, giving away Doug's strategy.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna talk about it, but I think it's gonna be a 3-0.
So when I do my predictions tomorrow, am I picking Cole
I
or
know what you're
Unilad?
thinking now.
That's probably like, that's the second toughest match to call for me. But actually, I'm not even gonna give a prediction for that, bro. I don't
For
know.
what?
Cole and Unilad. Unilad is gonna be. They're better than what they showed today. I'm telling you guys.
Both
bro.
teams need to win that match.
Yeah.
Simple as
I
that.
mean, that's the match
Yeah.
to get you to playoffs or like
All right.
at least in the hunt. That fits well.
TM versus Optic. 3-0.
Optic.
Optic.
I think Optic 3 was that.
All right, we'll just go to the next one. LG and Rise. Ooh, that's a good match, bro.
I think Rise is gonna 3-0.
Do you guys think it's gonna be easy?
Nah, it won't be easy.
He wants to say it, bro.
Honestly, bro, I think we can 3-0 them.
You think you can throw them? I think you guys can. I think it'll be a 3-1. I think they're pretty good, like CTF team. I think they're gonna give you guys a run.
We're
for
the
money
best
with
CTF team.
Ah,
And
Playing
it's
a team
not
like that is
close.
never easy. Like, even
Dude.
if you 3-0 them, like, it's usually still, like, 250, 200. Like,
Yeah.
very rarely do you come
I
out
mean, like
against a team.
250, 247.
But Mikey has the strats on him.
yo, yeah, I seen Mikey.
Yeah,
Guy has
Mikey-
the strap.
Mikey's
Dude.
writing essays on us, bro.
I mean, what? Nah.
All
I don't even know what I
I'm
do in
giving you
search,
guys
so
the
how does he
fire,
know?
bro. I'm thinking LG. I think John's just gonna fry Slasher the whole time.
John can do that though.
Gunless versus John, bro. Whoever wins that, I'm calling the
No,
best player
honestly,
in the game.
no bullshit. Every single time we played LG, TJ plays well.
Who?
No
TJ
bullshit.
does?
TJ.
Why?
Don't know. Literally every single time we've played him. Even at Birmingham, when like TJ lost full and winners finals, TJ played fine.
Interesting.
So look out for TJ tomorrow.
That's gonna be a good match.
Him and
I'm
Jerry might be
super
shooting
excited.
bodies.
Who? You, TJ?
No,
might?
no. Him and Jerry shoot each other's body. You might see that a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up our predictions for tomorrow. I kind of want to go into another let's talk about this. Optic versus LG at the end of the week. I didn't want to bring it up. I was just going to go to the next topic. I see it's on here with an
I was
asterisk.
about to bring it up if you weren't.
It's on here with an asterisk. I didn't even want to bring it up, but I'm going to anyways. Who's going to win that match? I'm throwing all like what I saw today away because it's simply just going to be who wants it more, I think, in that
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, no,
Who
I
do you
agree.
guys have taking it, bro?
LG.
I got Optic taking it 3-1. I think they're gonna win both the hard
LG.
points and the search, and then LG will win the CTF.
The hardest match is beating the people you dropped.
It is, dude. But
I think I'm undefeated playing my former teammates when they drop me.
I think Optic's should win the hard points.
He finally lost to Donnie strictly because he
strictly
did
because of
yep.
that, yeah.
Stuff
Wait,
like
I've
that.
lost to Nani before. It's only in
Nah,
pool
I'm
play
saying
matches,
this
though,
time.
that
I'm
don't.
saying in this time.
Oh.
Why it happened.
But then every time I end up eliminating him. Anyways.
The hard part about it though is that like Mikey's gonna have little research on them since they're a fresh team.
No search and story research, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he's probably like obviously looking at this. They 6-0 St. Marie. What are you really taking from that?
I just think Optic has a
They're gonna
really good
play Kingdom
respawn
Hearts.
team, and LG isn't that good at respawn right now.
I think Optic's way better at hardpoint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I think
And then LG
and LG doesn't look that good at search.
They haven't even played it that much. So
that's how I see it too.
If
Also,
LG wins, I feel like it's got to go game 5. But I
Yeah.
can see Optic winning like 3-1.
Well, I mean, it's
like,
a
the thing
crazy
is-
thing though too, because Sam can try to tell Optic LG strat, and then Matt could like kind of tell Optic, but you can't really.
yeah, but the difference is that Optic has 2 new players,
Yeah,
whereas
that's what I'm
LG
saying.
only
That's
has
why
1
Matt
new
really
player.
can't do it.
I think Optic will be like a better team throughout the division, but I think LG like Formal's gonna go super hard. I think he's gonna fry them.
He's got a
You
lot
think
of pressure.
Formal's gonna go hard?
Yeah.
Jerry is gonna want to kill Sam.
I'm about to make the bold prediction.
you gonna say
and
LG wins, huh?
LG wins.
I think LG
3-1.
wins.
3-1? Nah.
I think Optic is disgusting. Like I truly like believe it.
Wait.
I think they're gonna be top 2 in this group, may even top it. But that specific match, from what I saw of John today, if Formal just like turns up and becomes,
If
the Formal
they-
that
But do you
we know
think
for
John
him,
could
Bro.
consistently play that good?
Yeah.
Nah.
John-
wait,
He's
John-
going double
incredible.
pause every
Doesn't
match.
John and Slack John and Slack have fried Optic every match.
Yeah,
they
but
played
that
this
was
year.
today was like incredible. Like he was like
No, I'm
He
saying
had
every time
at
they
least
played
a
Optic,
1.7
every time they
today.
played
Cap
Optic,
too. Cap
they
always
have
plays
fried
well
them.
against
Yeah,
Optic.
I'm
telling
picking
you, bro.
LG, bro. 3-1.
dude, if Optic loses the Formal,
Jerry is gonna come out with the
that's
fire.
gonna be like the biggest ego hit for like Seth and Krim.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen.
They're gonna lose their minds if they
Nah,
lose
bro,
that
Optic
series.
is
Somebody's gonna be
disgusting,
really
dude.
upset.
And I think they realize like even if they lose that match, they're still in like such a good position with such a good
Well,
team.
they'll be in a good
Wait,
position,
if
but
I'm them and I
that's
lose
gonna.
that match, I'm writing it off to what I just said. We can't beat people we dropped. It just can't happen.
Yeah, that's a
It happened to
factor,
Jerry
bro.
twice. He didn't beat me at Vegas.
Dude, the
and
chat
and,
is pissed.
and Nato,
That you're predicting that?
Yeah,
Nato smoked
I
them at,
I
first
honestly
event.
don't know how that series is gonna go.
it's a bold
I
prediction.
have no idea.
It's a bold prediction, and like the odds are definitely not in my favor. But I just feel
I
like
would
what
not
he
be
said-
surprised if either team won. Like I could see both
Telling
teams
you,
winning that
bro.
series.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's gonna be a good series.
Jerry is pissed.
I mean, if I'm making a realistic prediction, Optic's gonna win, but I'm just going with the ballsy one. And
I just think LG doesn't have search strats yet, and Optic's a better hardpoint team. So I think there's no way Optic loses hardpoints or searches.
No way. What do you mean no way?
Well, think
I
about
mean,
the
anything
vetoes.
is possible for
Think
sure.
about the vetoes though.
What?
Is there any like?
Optic is great at every hardpoint. LG is not really that good at hardpoint right
I know
now.
how the vetoes are gonna go down.
I don't know. What if they?
All right, well, let's not just start talking about videos. Let's let 'em run. All right, moving on into the next topic is going to be the 5 fingers of death. These are going to be 5 particularly hard questions that they're going to have to answer. And we'll start off with number 1. It's going to be we kind of answered this one. Who's going to be the top 4 in Division B? I think you guys all gave me that answer
Yeah,
earlier
yeah, we
in
did.
the segment. So
Yeah.
we'll skip that one. Move on to number 2. Who have you never teamed with that you think you could have had success with?
John,
John?
yes, absolutely.
That's a good answer. But I don't.
Instant success with John.
I never teamed with John. I've been playing forever. Yeah, I would agree with that actually.
I think my only answer would be one of, like either Krim or Seth or someone like, or even Damon. I guess like the Optic people.
You and Damon would be
I
good
would say-
together.
I would say formal.
Like
Almost
your
I wanna-
the number 1 player. Like
Because
you
I've teamed with Cap. I've now teamed with Austin. I've teamed with like Pierce. I've teamed with all like Slack, Octane, Nick. I've teamed with like all those.
Have you teamed with John?
No.
But do you think you'd have success with John? Is that's a key
Oh, yeah.
component of this question?
Well, John's the easy one because I'm like a support sub. I'd like
Yeah.
be filling in like Jerry's spot. if
You're
I
kinda
ever
like
played
me.
with John. Yeah.
I feel like John would just be
John
like
would
that
be, like,
hard carrying
easy
on
to
base
Just
for all
gassed
day.
himself, bro.
I feel like I'd have to pick Krim. I
It'd
feel
be-
like you
it'd
can't.
Be John or formal, 100%.
I feel like I'd have success.
Yeah, if
Can't
you
go
teamed
wrong.
with Krim, you would eliminate comp, and then I think you guys would actually be nasty.
Yeah.
I would smoke him.
No, I would smoke Krim and Austin together on the same team.
me and
Yo,
Doug-
Doug is
Yo,
Krim's
give me
hard
Danny.
counter,
We'll
so
destroy these
We
guys.
gotta stay away from Doug.
Krim's
If we
always
do
easy
that-
reads when I play that guy. Always easy
I'm
reads.
going
Krim.
with John as
If
well,
we get to
bro.
a finals, Doug is smoking you.
Yeah, just
fools.
get me to
Nah,
the finals.
I think too.
With
A lot of people
Pierce.
think that we would just like clash.
Pierce will
but
get
I
us
think
there.
we're like kind of similar
Kyler.
in our mindsets and stuff like that. So like we may clash, but we won't like affect us in a negative way.
Nah,
It'd
dude,
be like the Aix
Austin
and
is
Krim
toxic,
dynamic.
bro, in scrims.
Bro, we haven't had a single problem. I don't know what he's saying. Like literally not a single one. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, this team's gonna implode," and we're on every day chilling. We
As soon as y'all start listening to Gunless and Austin.
wait, we've had bad days of
Headbutt,
You
scrims.
didn't hear us today?
No, you guys are arguing?
Yeah, Pierce is hilarious.
We've
You
had
had drop a map today.
No, in scrims. right before a match, we
if
played
anything,
United
if
in one
anything,
map.
him and Pierce go at it way more than me.
Yeah, we've
I
been
haven't gone out with
teaming. That's just
anyone.
me and Pierce. That's
I
our
mean,
dynamic, bro.
Austin, you're not that hard to get along with, bro. I think
When
it's kind of
things go
gas
right,
in the
though.
community.
I play with Austin. I never had a problem with
It's
him.
literally just people
Just
take
Pat.
the bad moments and blow them out of like proportion.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
All right. Next question. Who do you enjoy watching lose whenever you're not playing? Like, who do you watch and you're like, that actually felt good watching them lose? Answer it. There's no skips.
Nah,
You
I
gotta-
won't skip on this.
I'd probably
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Optic.
You enjoy? Whoa, you
I
should've
mean,
said
they're
that,
they're
bro.
like.
You should not have
I mean,
said
but
that,
that's
bro.
like
Twitter
being,
deactivates
that's
your
being
account,
real.
bro.
That's being real. They're like
Deactivate.
the team to like beat most of the time, and I always like for instance when they got eliminated at like an event, you're just like, oh shit, like we don't gotta worry about them now at all, or like anything like
Nice,
that.
nice, like cop out.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not even a cop out. Like,
Nah,
and they're
you
like
know the
my
funny part is?
rival, I guess you could say. So like seeing
Okay,
someone like
that's
that
fair.
lose, like,
I love seeing Crim lose, so I'm gonna go with Optic as well.
and my
They're
secondary.
my
answer,
boys. I like
Balls.
Optic
my
Gaming, but
secondary
Crim
answer
definitely.
would be Pat. Love
Oh,
seeing
yeah,
Pat
I
lose
thought
too.
you were gonna say Pat. For
No, I
sure.
feel bad because then Brian loses, and I feel so heartbroken when Brian loses.
Yeah, it's true.
That's my boy.
That's a good guy.
Who you got, Dan?
Slacked.
Simple.
Yeah, because every single time I win and I get that bump in championships, he always wins after. So every single time
No.
he loses,
You didn't even say a team. You just said a player.
Just
You said
slacked.
slacked.
you just say player, you said team.
No,
Nah,
no, it's player. You can.
Oh,
say
it's
player.
player?
You guys are
You
wrong.
can be player.
Oh, so me,
player?
it's Crim.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
I
sure.
thought
You
it
can
was
say
a
team or
Oh
player.
no, no, okay. My team would be the old Optic team then.
Mm. Mine would just be my ex teammates, whatever teammates I.
Well,
I
yeah, that's
previously
a
had,
given, though. That's like-
100% my ex teammates.
I'm
I don't
telling
have
you,
any
Slack,
spite
just so he
towards,
doesn't
like-
catch up.
That was like at the beginning of this game. I wanted to see LG lose.
Yeah,
but,
because
like,
I have no spite towards like.
That
any
was just
particular
because like
one.
everyone gave me shit if LG did good.
Mm.
So
It's like to me, it's just like a competition thing.
yeah.
I just want to stay ahead of him in championships, but he always catches up.
Well, plus I'm trying to catch fucking Crim in earnings.
Yeah.
A little too far ahead
How,
now.
how far ahead of you?
I think he's like 150 ahead now, or 100. If I won champs, we'd be like right there.
Mm.
Cap would be ahead of me, but like that's it. I'd be second.
But now you don't have Cap, which means this year a chance when you get second and Cap gets like top 8, you could pass Cap and
Wait,
be
who's
the number
getting
one.
first?
Dog,
Doug
dude.
gets
Ah,
Come
okay.
on,
Come
Austin.
Right
Come
back
on,
up.
That's
Austin.
it. Second's only 50 though, so I'll still be down.
Well,
like,
Cap's not going to get in the money then.
No,
So then
he's
you
trying to
could
catch
bit-
up
you could
Crim,
pass
not Cap.
Yeah, wait, Crim and Damon are in the
Damon's first and Crim is
Damon's
second.
first, yeah, they're at like
Well,
600
Damon's gonna
something.
get past like probably this year, right?
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
extra
well,
events.
Crim's gonna
Just
pass
depending
him
on
for
how
sure.
good-
Anaheim and
and-
Champs.
But
yeah,
Crim's in
pass.
like the 600s. I'm in like the mid 400s or high 400s or something.
Crim's made a buck, dude. Wow.
Yeah, so
So, yeah, you don't see the Porsches this guy drives.
That's how it's not an imported Porsche. All right, next one. Who's well, I don't really want to ask that, but because we talked about earlier, but who is the best team in the game? Other than your team, we'll add that one in there.
I mean, for me and Austin, I feel like it's hard to tell just because of all the roster
Gotta
changes.
answer it.
I'm gonna say right now, off what we've seen, which is not much, so I'm not gonna say in Division B teams. I'm gonna say EG
That's the only team
Whoa.
you
from
can
Division A. Huh?
say. Them or Red is who you can only
Yeah,
say, really.
EG or Red right now are looking like the best team.
Lightning
But I think-
Pandas.
What?
Dude. But I think I think there will be
Goonjar.
Division teams or Division B teams that are better.
I think Rise, like, throughout every single game, like, we played them so close on Hardpoint today. Should have probably won it. Then we go into Search and Destroy. They're so much more prepared than we are in Search and Destroy. Capture the flag. Like, top to bottom, throughout every single game mode, they have every single role put down. They just won. I mean, it's clear-cut Rise for sure.
I mean, I'm gonna say Rise is the best team, but I do think Optic's up there with them. I don't think EG or Red are on either one of those teams' level right now. I think
You've seen more out of EG and Red though. You
I
haven't
just have
seen
a lot of
anything
faith
about
in,
Optic.
I have a lot of faith
Yeah.
in Optic. They're just like I can't.
I think Optic's going to be really good, too.
Yeah, I just can't.
I mean,
see
yeah,
them
I think
playing
they're gonna be
bad,
really
bro.
good, but to say they're like the best team right now when they played one match on land, that's
No,
not
it's
fair
crazy to say, but it's like a prediction. I don't know. That's why I said Rise, but I think Optic will be right
fair
up
enough,
there.
fair enough.
All right. Which player did you hate teaming with, but you did it anyways simply to win?
Slacked. Next.
Virus, back in
You
2011.
hated teaming with Virus, dude?
We were like best friends in the beginning when we first played with each other on our come up. And then he had a good event, the first event, and he just always gave me hell online. He was a horrible teammate to me. And then when I won with him, he tried to take the check and the MVP trophy. Remember,
Oh, you
he
hated
clutched
that,
the
bro.
1v3 on you guys in the championship finals, right? You got like the 3-piece to win it. He got to the MVP trophy, and then Vengeance wanted to give me the
He
check.
did do that, bro.
And
I
Virus
remember
goes, I want the check and the trophy. And Vengeance was like, no, dude, you can't take
that.
both.
Wait, no, that wasn't that event that he did that to me.
Oh, you didn't get second. Oh, yeah, that's
No,
right.
no,
He
That
did
was
it
a
to
different
Envy.
event. He clutched a 1v4 on us at the event prior to that.
He did it to
You hate
Nato
to hear
and
that.
who was on Nato's team? Nato, Liar, Dito, and Tosh.
Yeah, that was the Envy
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
That was the Envy team. Probably Virus for sure.
Wow, dating
I
back
mean-
to Black Ops 1, bro.
Because all the other players that I won with, I had a great time with them, honestly.
Yeah, that's the only reason I say Sly, because you said you had to win.
Yeah.
So I always I could have joined them for Worlds, AW
Really?
Worlds.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then I was just like, nah, I ain't teaming with Jerry. Got dropped on my neck, yo. Sam, Jerry was good.
I mean, my answer is pretty obvious.
Pat.
Come on.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'd have to say, like, that FaZe Red team, I had me, Pat, Haggy, and Enable. Had to be, like...
Yeah.
You didn't win with that team, though, did you?
No,
Most
but, like, I
toxic
thought it
team
was a
in
good
the
chance to
history
win.
of COD. FaZe Red.
Yeah, but we
Wow.
still got third, though.
Mind blown.
And we had a decent chance to win. Saturday was insane, but
You guys played phenomenal that
Team kill.
Saturday.
we could not beat Revenge or whatever their name was.
Yeah,
we
TR.
could not beat them.
They were too weird for you
Austin
guys.
I don't know
saying
why.
he couldn't beat Yuli. Wow.
We couldn't beat them in AW. I mean,
Oh,
we could beat them
Haggy was
now.
running around with a shotgun. Didn't really help.
Yeah.
Nagafin's just that
no,
guy.
wait, is it against them when like you Haggy was like 21-8 or something, like
He
just
went
dumb
he went like
positive?
26 and 20 or something. And I had
Oh, low
40
interaction.
I had
those
40
low
some
inter-
kills and 36 deaths with a sub. I was like, and we lost by like 20. I'm like,
You got a jetpack, homie.
I'm
You
supposed
got
to
some
be a
interaction.
slow player, bro.
All right. The next segment is going to be the hot seat. Slasher's going to be on it, but you guys can chime in and give your answers as well. I think it's like a really cool
Yeah, I like
discussion
that when you did that with the
everybody
Euros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to start it off with best clutch you've ever had. Got to think, huh?
I know mine.
I know mine too. I'm not going to answer these ones, though. It's all you guys.
Dude, that's so hard. I don't remember.
Austin never clutches.
Wait, I have some clutches that come to my mind, but I don't know if they're the best ever.
Notable.
Notable?
Yeah. Most on the line, stuff like that.
Oh, most on the line.
This might take a minute.
I mean, there was this clutch I had in AW against FaZe that was pretty crazy. Like, if you go back and watch it, the way I won it was insane. Like, I was stunned, completely stunned, mid-map, white screen, and still somehow clutch. Like, ended up, it was like a 1v3, but I don't know if that's the best one ever. I can't think off the top of my head. But that shit was sick.
Okay. I mean, it's a tough question.
Yeah,
you gotta,
that's
go
like,
through years.
yeah.
I mean, it's clear cut for me. Austin, you know, the thing about Austin is like when I teamed with him, at least it was so easy. He goes, "Listen, everyone, go here, go here, go here. I'm getting the first blood. Doug, plant the bomb and just look forward." And it works every single time. So Austin will set you up and get like the entry kill and then another one. He dies. And then you just gotta close out the round.
Yeah.
When I play with Austin, it was S&D recovery in AW versus Optic. We're up 5-4, second best of 5, turning on formal, gun and Seth, first blood in Crim. You know, basically setting the team up to win the championship. I think it was the most notable play in my career.
That was nasty, bro.
No, that dash on
That
Matt
was
was
nasty,
disgusting.
bro.
That was nice. I remember when it happened, like before it even happened, I knew I was going to kill him somehow. It was weird.
You just had confidence. That's how it works.
It wasn't even a confidence thing. It was like a matter of fact. It was so weird. Like, I'm not trying to sound cocky.
No, yeah, no.
But that's
I
just
know
the-
that feeling you're talking about. People in the chat might not know. Like, sometimes you just, like, it's almost like you can see the future. You're like, I'm not losing this in a million years. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like
Kinda,
that
yeah.
feeling?
Yeah.
And that's what
Dude,
you
that's
have
such
to-
a hard question. I'm still trying to think.
What about
Can't
you,
think.
Dan?
Killing Donnie with camo, 5-5 champs.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah, it
last
was
champs?
insane, yeah.
That was on Retaliation in the bedroom window. Did you see that?
Dashy told me about it like a million
That
times.
was
Bro.
insane.
Because
That
Dashy was his
was
teammate at that
amazing.
event.
Insane,
It was
bro.
5-5 for us to go 2-0.
Wow.
Damn.
That's probably mine.
I mean, obviously, Ghost Champs, when I 1v3'd on Frey, it was probably mine.
Oh, yeah, to keep yourself in the tournament,
That was
right?
against
That was-
CTM or one of
See,
that
them.
like,
was
that's what I mean.
crazy.
I don't have any crazy
People
clutch
are
in this.
saying your clutches, well, your team's clutch against United last on Uplink.
If it's not
Yeah,
S&D,
I mean-
That was insane.
Yeah, when
bro.
you're down 10-0, that was
yeah,
nice.
I mean, that was like perfect team play though. That wasn't like, I mean, I was clutching up and doing my thing too, but like the other 3 teammates on my team were also playing perfect. Like, we had to play perfect Call of Duty for 5 minutes. So I guess if you want to consider that a clutch, that'd probably be the best for sure because the stakes were so high.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was to what? To go to winners finals?
Yeah.
Next question.
And then you came back the next map.
Yeah.
Wait, did that put you in winners finals, winning
Yeah.
that?
Well, we had to win the next map, but
Were you
that
tied
series-
1-1 right there?
Yeah. So that
Wow.
was a big map.
Yeah.
Worst player you've ever teamed with?
Skill wise or attitude? Skill.
No, well, it could be both. Attitude as well. So like a combo. Like you gotta factor in everything when you like answer these questions. So like the next one's gonna be best. So you gotta like factor in everything.
Skill wise. I mean, I can't think of like recently. I haven't teamed with anyone who's like really bad
Can
skill
we count
wise.
like way back in the day or like something recent?
Dating
Okay.
back to Black Ops 2. Let's do that.
Skill wise, I would probably say for an event, I think Cap probably played the worst out of my teammates at IW Champs. But he knows he played that bad. Like that was a rough
But did he
event
play
for my
that
guy.
event? Did he play bad that event or just
That event.
series?
Well, IW he wasn't the greatest at IW, but that event specifically, top of my head, first one that comes to mind. That I'm like, fuck, dude. But
Dude, he had a really bad chance,
But-
dude.
attitude wise, it's definitely gotta be like Pat or Haggy.
Everybody in the chat saying Miyagi.
I mean, Danny like played like 6 years ago, and he was like a top AM. He never like actually like got to that point. So I guess like you could say that.
Does that have to be on LAN or just online?
But
On LAN, everything. Like just
It's gotta be
teammate.
LAN?
Yeah. Let's say LAN.
I gotta say Nagafin if it's gonna be recent. I mean Nagafin, he's a great teammate, but he just simply doesn't produce. I mean, I remember at Montreal when we were playing, you know, after the matches, I'm teaming with Zinni, and he's in my room, and he goes, "Dude, I'm losing full. Jared can't get a kill. Jared can't do anything." He
No,
just.
yeah, Zinni used to roast the hell.
It was
out of
only
Jared.
2 events to be fair, but and I don't know Nagafin's gotten second at champs before, but in recent memory,
Jetpacks.
going on LAN, it's got to be Nagafin.
That's fair.
For me, if it's like one of my AM teammates was Jugster. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
nah,
Is
not
that
an
a
AM,
Jugster
not
was
an AM
buns,
teammate,
dude.
not an AM
I'm gonna
teammate.
split it up.
Oh, okay.
Pro, Moho.
Yo, I teamed with Moho, bro. I'm saying Moho too, bro. He was hard to play with, dude.
Because after that, like as a pro, that was my team. Like me, Moho, Wheats, Pac-Man, and then we picked up like Fears, and after that I had like Slag.
Dude,
Octane.
Moho was
Like, I
super
had,
hard
like,
to play
pretty
with,
good
dude.
teammates.
He
Yeah,
would literally
Pac-Man
have
and
me
Wheats and
camp
Dylan.
spawn and
Yeah.
OE
That was a
to
good
their
team.
base
Yeah.
to pull the flag.
That's what I'm saying.
It was ridiculous. You remember the way he played CTF?
I
I
tweeted
love
about
Moho,
how
by
he
the way.
played
He's
TTF.
just always a weed, right?
Yeah,
Just
I love
nonstop.
Moho, but our strat was like I would camp our
Snake.
base with an AR, and he'd be like, "Yo, just stay back here and play defense. Like, just throw trophies and play defense."
Wait,
He's
hold
like-
up. I got a
He's like,
story
I'm
after
pulling the flag
this.
out. I was like, "Ah."
Wait,
I love
Nameless
Joey,
and
dude,
Saints join Fear in Black Ops 2, and then Dipset.
Wait, yeah,
with
because we played
Pac-Man.
for a week and we didn't scrim one good team because Moho never wanted to scrim a good team.
Oh,
so I was-
interesting.
Oh wait, I
out.
just thought of another answer too. Pat at that one event we played at after we won.
Worst
Orlando.
player of my life.
Wait,
on
okay,
LAN.
that
Orlando?
number one gotta
Yes.
be number one.
I beat you
That's
guys.
100%.
number one.
I remember that.
Because bro,
I beat you guys on a Hardpoint Biolab when we played you guys, and my screen was like off for a minute.
I
in
was
that
so
round.
embarrassed when you
legit
said that to
think
me. I remember that.
to this day, Pat threw that event.
He had
Still,
to because he
just
wanted
because
to
he
gain
wanted to get Doug
leverage.
dropped.
He got me dropped off the team and started
Bro,
my YouTube
no way
career.
he's that maniacal.
Wait,
No, he did
wait,
it.
You know Pat. You
Nah.
know Pat.
No,
Bro.
actually, there's a way.
Yo.
There's
He
a
gave
way,
zero
bro.
effort as a
Bro.
teammate. He didn't
So
care.
that's gotta take.
He
I
played
changed
horrible.
my answer. That's
Well,
gotta be it.
That's my number one. Nagafin at Montreal was
That's
bad.
gotta be it.
Pat was like a .5.
That event, Pat
Bro,
literally
Naga
threw.
at champs last year was kind of bad, bro. I
Well,
think he had
everyone
like a
said it too. They're
0.5.
like if there's any
But
event,
we all got crap. bro.
any event Pat cares about the most is AW Columbus.
Because like
the first time
Cap
him and
didn't play
Crim were
well at IW,
teammates
but then
and
he
played
won
good. He
me
played
Black
pretty good at
Ops
that
3
event.
against
That's what I'm saying. But like
Optic. So
in
All
his
right.
head, that's the event he cared about the most. He probably cared about that
More than
event
Champs
than
and Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Because they were the favorites
100%.
to win.
Yes.
All right, we spent
Dude,
too
I
much
can't
time
believe
on this
Pat
one.
threw that event.
Next one.
That's definitely my number
Next
one
one,
too.
best player you've ever teamed with. We'll do like a snake draft. Start with you.
Gunless.
Slasher.
I can feel the love. You better say John, bro.
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna
Not-
say John.
How's this guy hesitating? This guy.
Black Ops 3, John.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine. John.
Okay.
The guy that carried you to win.
It's
Wait,
got to be
Cap.
formal, bro,
Cap
for me.
carried us.
Formal.
Got- yeah,
He was
Gabby's
great in
Against
Ghosts.
Optic,
bro.
Cap
He was
carried.
really
In the
good.
tournament, John carried you.
Wait, no, I fried the whole tournament against Optic.
You got
Cap
carried by John,
carried.
bro.
And
Cap
apathy.
did.
And
You're making him
apathy.
so mad.
Dude, because I'm not even mad. I got carried against Optic for the most part. Like I was average as fuck.
For the most
but
part.
Cap carried, and S&D I did good.
Cap could pop
Cap
off, man.
carried us against
Wait,
Optic.
Black Ops
Bro,
3 Cap was a
Nobody
He's
saw.
D-pad punching
Nobody
people,
saw what
bruh.
he did to Crim 6. That shit was
He-
disrespectful.
on
The
Fringe.
D-pad punched him for the
D-pad punched
flag
him.
return.
Yes, I
How do
know.
you
Nasty.
D-pad punch someone? So Cap carried us against that series.
All right. Next question. Worst roommate at events.
Oh, this is so easy.
Haggy or Pat?
Saints.
Oh yeah.
Saints, man. Wow.
Guy's a mess, dude.
I probably have to go with Saints too, because I've had like Pac-Man, Mature, stuff like that. Pierce is pretty good, but Nato, just prepare to be in an icebox.
Yeah, Saints and Haggy are just equal for
They're
me.
so dirty, man.
They're just
Just
messy.
leave everything
Yeah.
all around.
The bathroom is just like clothes on the ground. Yeah.
I'm
That's
such
the
a neat
worst.
freak. I need everything to be organized. And
You can never let
I
him
can't
shower
concentrate.
first.
Dude,
If,
Nato's
he
gonna be so
showers
mad.
first, if he showers first and you go in second, clothes on the floor, deodorant popped
And
open, like.
Nato spends an
toothpaste all-
hour and a half in the bathroom
Yeah, he does.
doing like what?
we can't be putting him on blast like that. Come on, man.
Why-
we can just keep it as he's pretty unorganized. That's about it.
Not going into
No,
detail
we're-
with that one.
we're being real, bro. It's 100% real. That's the Codcast. All right, best roommate. We know Doug's answer. It's Ricky.
Cap.
Cap.
Honestly, I'm gonna say
Cap's probably a really good roommate.
Cap's a good roommate.
Yeah.
for me it might be Cap because he's the only roommate where I didn't have to shower first at events. You know, like that little routine.
That's
you
a
always
big
get
thing,
into.
bro.
Those
Cap
guys-
showers first. He's hella chill.
Cap, like we
Bro,
alternate.
we literally
I'm
watch
saying Cap
bro,
too, bro.
We literally watch South Park
Cap or
every
Merc?
night when I used
Cap
to
or
room with
Merc?
him. 2 a.m. we'd watch
Merc,
South Park every
I
night.
think I
That shit
room
was
with
funny
Joey.
as hell.
Good, right?
I was
He's
watching that
good.
last
Chill
night.
too.
I was watching like some show on
Yeah,
TV
you
last
gotta
night.
addicted
We're
to
one
South
event in
Park.
Sweden, bro.
I mean, people like it's not hard to be that like a good of a roommate.
Yeah, but you'd
Clean
be
up your
surprised.
clothes. Stuff
You
like
would be
that. That's what I'm saying.
surprised.
Like me, I have a
That's-
lot.
I mean, if you're just not messy, I think you're a good roommate.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple as that.
Don't wake me up. Don't like stuff like that.
All right, next question. Biggest career regret.
Dropping my 3 teammates at the end of the
I was like, how is this taking so long?
I mean, I was actually like thinking, and then I was like, cause I mean, I'm in a good spot now. It was like at the very beginning, like for sure should have just stuck with that team, but I don't know. In the position I was in after losing the event that like that, I literally lost faith in the team. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't. I was down to play with like one of them. Like I was still trying to play with Cap or John or App, like one of them with like Donnie and Kyler. But I was not down to play with that team. But realistically, we probably would have been really good at this game.
Hindsight's 2020 though. So I mean,
Yeah,
you can't
in the
really-
moment, I still don't think it was the wrong decision because of the way I was feeling. Like, bro, I was so heated. Like
no
that we lost that
regrets,
event.
bro. Can't have any regrets.
But looking back now, that's probably it.
Dropping Clay before Black Ops 2 champs.
Oh, and then he picked up 3 like European players, right?
He picked up 3 European players out of spite.
Thrust, right?
Yeah, it was me.
Wait, who'd you drop him
Bobby?
for?
It was me, Bobby, Saints, and no, it was me, Fears, Saints, and Clayster.
Wow, that was
And
a good
Fears
team,
had a
bro.
lot of clout because Fears was just on that Aches Scumpy
Yeah.
team, and he's like, I can't play with Clayster. I hate Clayster. I don't like Clayster.
Wait, who did you drop him for?
I dropped it for Bobby. Bobby back then was good, but Clayster.
I don't know about back then.
Well, no, he was good in
By the
Blops
time
1.
No, I'm saying.
But by
the time
Blops 2 came out, he
yeah.
didn't have the same dedication.
I don't really know Bobby, but
If I kept
that's
Clay
still-
and I had Nato, just between those two, we definitely would have made a great run.
Clay was a beast
Especially
at that
FA.
chance.
Clay was a
too.
monster at
He ended
Blops
up teaming
2,
with Mike, Hutto, and Jerry.
Yeah, that's
He got
right.
second.
Yeah.
and they joined Complexity.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I mean, this one's like a hypothetical, but Dylan Attach hit me up the team right before champs with him, Clay, replay. So it'd be me for
NAW?
Cap. Yeah, so
Oh.
I can't guarantee a ring because obviously Cap contributed to it. Another one will probably be after Black Ops 3. I could have kept my 3 teammates on Rise, me, Octane, Select, and who else?
Nato?
Nick?
No, they
Nick.
would have just not picked up. Yeah,
Classic?
Oh,
I
yeah.
could have kept them on Rise and
Oh wow,
played,
that
but
would have been a nasty team.
I did
bro.
that prideful, like you guys can get the fuck out. So
Mine would probably be either dropping Embos in Black Ops 2 after winning a championship, mind blown, or teaming with my team going into this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I could have made a way better roster,
Bro,
bro. It's
so many
unfortunate.
people try to tell you guys.
Put me in retirement, bro. All right.
right, that sucks.
Next one. If you weren't good at COD, what would you be doing right now?
We know what
U-
Austin
using my degree somehow, some sort of job, programming job, something. I don't know.
I mean, content. I would just be doing something with
Oh, yeah,
gaming
it's
and
easy, yeah.
content and YouTube and acting. That's what I would do.
Acting, really? You like acting?
I love acting. It's great.
Wait, this guy's YouTube career isn't act.
Sharknado, bro.
You see me die in Sharknado 5?
You got destroyed by
I
that
got-
shark.
Wait,
My
that
face
lifestyle,
eaten up
that
by a
lifestyle
shark.
would be insane. Like being an actor, that shit would be so much fun.
Be living in Hollywood.
That's what I'm
lifestyle,
saying.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be amazing.
You don't need to live in Hollywood to be an actor, though.
No, I know.
But
I'm saying the
living there
Hollywood
would be
lifestyle.
dope.
What about you?
I would, cause I'm old as hell, so I'd have a job somewhere after college.
I'd be casting if I wasn't good at COD.
Well, is that like?
Okay, but what if you never played COD?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that question is if you weren't good at COD.
Oh, so
But you
I'd
would
be
still
probably
know if
using a
you-
marketing degree,
Yeah,
doing
that's
something.
what I'm
That's what I was going to school
okay,
for. So.
okay.
All right, and the last question. I'm gonna close the laptop on this one. LeBron or MJ?
The homie doesn't want to look at the chat.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the chat.
LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. I say that with
Delusion?
100% confidence.
Dude, I don't know.
You're
Bro.
wearing KDs though, aren't you?
These are the new LeBrons actually right
they're
here.
LeBron.
Oh, yo, he's
Always got a
he's
rep.
I
super
thought they were
fan, bro.
KDs.
I love LeBron.
I mean, if you're going off chips, you got to give it to MJ, right? Like,
MJ, I'm just gonna
I-
keep playing someone MJ.
I think by the time
Unless
LeBron's
LeBron
done,
wins.
though, like, okay, well, if he wins these finals or this finals, like, he's the GOAT.
The fact
for
that
sure.
he beat the Golden
But-
State Warriors when he was down 3-1 when they had the best record in NBA history in their court at Game 7.
It's just, I feel like it's not fair yet until his career's done.
I mean, that's impressive.
I think
bro,
he's already
but
accomplished
MJ was like, there was a year where MJ was like the steals leader, defensive player of the year, scoring leader, finals MVP, regular season MVP, like in 1 year, bro. That was like,
I just think that I hate comparing the dynasties, but the Warriors today, best team of all time in any basketball era ever. And I think LeBron James is the most complete basketball player of all time.
okay, I mean that's fair to say, but who's the GOAT?
Well, when I say GOAT, I think the most complete player who has accomplishments, who makes their teammates better. He can pass the ball.
You can argue that side for MJ all day.
I just think LeBron is the most valuable player.
All right, we gotta agree to
I think-
disagree
I
on
don't
that.
No, wait, hold on. Let's not make this this discussion because this doesn't end.
Oh,
The
yeah,
podcast
you're right.
will go for another hour, and I'm saying
Alright,
MJ.
I
alright.
feel like you got to wait till his career's over.
How about we revisit this discussion after this finals? Because if LeBron wins, he's the GOAT.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
will stop saying MJ.
I still think people would say MJ's a GOAT if LeBron won, though.
Nah.
And bro, if he beats
Well, there
this
will be
team-
people that say that, but like you can say that and not sound like I don't know, like a LeBron stan. Like you know what I mean? Like it would actually be like a legitimate statement.
I think it's so close, to be fair, but I do think LeBron right now has proven that he's been the most.
he's got to win, bro. To solidify, he's got to win. In my opinion. This is my opinion.
We're going to see.
All right. But anyways, that's going to do it
I'm
for this
telling you, it's never
episode.
ending.
That's going to do it for this episode of the Codcast. Thank you very much for these guys coming on and also, you know, adhering to the schedule. Obviously, I couldn't do it yesterday, so I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day and doing it. And
Yeah,
good
we're
luck.
watching the True GOAT KD.
Yeah, and good
Steph
luck.
Curry.
Good luck in the rest of stage